Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of A Foxtail. If you're new here, welcome. I'm going to turn our music down. Our music's way louder than the other one was. Hang on.
You got it. Here, let me get
There
it.
it is.
You got it.
There we
It's so
go.
moody in here.
Alright.
Right here.
Let me try that again, shall we?
Hello.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Tales from the Blue Cottage Presents, A Foxtail. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a return viewer, thanks for coming back. We hope you're enjoying the show. We saw a few new faces in the chat before we got started, so welcome guys. We're so happy that you've decided to join us. If you're enjoying this content, you like watching some D&D stuff, go check us out on TikTok and Instagram at Blue Cottage D&D, where we make a lot of fun D&D skits. We do spell checks, we do game shows now. Apparently, we do all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of fun. We have a great time with it, and we'd love if you guys would go give us a follow. And if you really, really, really like us and you would like to help support us, go check out MidnightStrayCandleCo.com, where we make fantasy-inspired scented candles and handmade resin dice to help enhance your tabletop experience. Currently, we do not have any dice drops in the works because we are working on, well, I say we, by we I mean Vanessa. Vanessa is working on getting a series of dice ready for an upcoming convention that we're going to be attending in Huntsville, Alabama. It's going to be April 21st through the 23rd. It's called Huntsville Pop Culture and Comic Expo. So if you live in the Southeast and you would like to go do something fun for a weekend, come to Huntsville, April 21st through 23rd. We're going to be there set up as the Midnight Stray Candle Co. in the vendor halls. You don't even have to buy anything. We'd love it if you would just come by and say hello. We love meeting new people. We like talking to folks, and we love just talking D&D and hanging out. So if you guys are in the Southeast area, looking for something fun to do, go check that out in April. And also, for those of you in Alabama, particularly Birmingham area, we're going to be at Grants Mill Station. Sorry, not Grants Mill Crossing. Grants Mill Station this weekend, Saturday, all day. This Saturday, that's going to be March. What is this Saturday? 15th? No, 18th. Sorry, I can't do math. March 18th.
Too much on the calendar.
Too much on the calendar.
Yeah.
This Saturday, March 18th, we're going to be in Irondale, Alabama at Grants Mill Station. We're going to be set up at a big event that's happening at GM, it's called GM's Eagle's Nest, if I'm not mistaken. So come check us out. We're going to be there. They're going to have music. They're going to have food vendors. They're going to have like some. From what I understand, they're going to have a whole plethora of different kind of like festival type vendors and stuff there. So if you live in the Birmingham area and you're looking for something to do this Saturday, come check it out. Come say hi.
It's a great bar.
It is a great bar, isn't it? So I've heard. I've actually never been, but I've
Couple
heard
of pool tables,
I've heard it's
great
great.
food, plenty of options.
I think that's all for the announcements. So let me pull up my notes over here.
Minutes.
Now, for the recap. Last we left off, the four of you, not counting Wesley, were beginning to make your way back towards Twins Pass. You were leaving the Salty Drake after plundering it and retrieving a few items, including the gem in which you were here seeking. The Astral, this very large Astral that had been recovered by the ship before it was wrecked upon the shoreline. You made your way across the rolling hills of northern Oregon when you encountered a strange band of coyotes who had something in a very large cage. Sneaking inside their camp, you discovered that this something was in fact Wesley the Weasel.
Wesley.
Who, Wesley?
Wesley.
So you discovered that this was in fact Wesley the Weasel, and devised an amazing strategy to get Wesley out of the cage. Honestly, I was very impressed. I really, really wanted to roll initiative so bad. So bad I wanted to roll initiative. You guys are like, no, we're not going to do that. You distracted one with food, with fake food in the forest, which turned out to be real food. You managed to scatter the coyotes in different directions. And then finally you managed to break him out with some very good use of illusion magic, as well as Pass Without Trace from Sylvie, with Tim on standby to kick some ass, essentially. You all then took Wesley, you retreated and made your way, headed towards Twins Pass, traveling a good distance throughout the evening and on into the night until you finally set up camp. However, the next morning, you found that Wiley's, you found traces where someone had been in your campsite the night before. and you discovered that Wiley's astral was missing from his neck, or his astral shard. Seeking out whoever it was that stole this, you found a little tunnel that buried underground. You caved it in, fell down into a river. However, using shape water, Leslie was able to convert it into a giant ice bridge beneath you as you all landed safely-ish. And you watched as this little tiny creature, this little bitty, like a cross between a fox and a rabbit with these big floofy ears, this long fluffy tail, had Wiley's astral shard affixed to its forehead. It took off running into the caverns. You gave pursuit. You found a cavern full of glowing mushrooms, some of which came to life and attacked you. You fought them off and fought off a few more and then made your way deeper in until you fought off a giant one. The very end of which you discovered what that tiny little creature really wanted was a gemstone hanging in this cavern ceiling, which you chopped down and traded for Wiley's astral. With this new little comrade at your side, that is where we're going to pick up tonight's session as you all find yourselves in the Shimmerstone Caverns with the blue glowing mushrooms surrounding you.
Comrade is a very generous term for this.
Did anybody take any damage? Significant amount?
You got an acid something on you.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked.
You want to take a short rest before you leave?
Ooh, I
Do you
wouldn't
need
mind a short rest.
I'd like to go check what's in the bottom of the pool.
True.
Okay.
Can we take a short rest first?
Oh, sure.
Please? Actually, wait. Wait. I think I'm fine. Wait, that's wrong. No, I'll take a short rest if that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I can regain spells, right? Is that how that works?
Yep, as a wizard,
yeah.
you regain
Arcane
a number of
recovery?
spells
Yeah.
equal to half your
That was good.
level routed down.
That's
Okay.
pretty nice.
There we are.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, so I like to rest also.
Yeah,
Okay.
try and take a short rest.
So we're taking a rest.
Please, sir.
Please, I just want a rest.
So you're going to take a short rest?
Short rest in the cabin.
All right. So I will say your short rest goes unimpeded, being that you cleared out pretty much the giant mushroom as well as a bunch of the smaller mushrooms. You notice there is an exit that kind of leads up and out of the cavern. You can see some sunlight kind of drifting in at the edge of this tunnel to your right. So it seems like that's the exit, but right now you seem safe enough.
Nice.
Are we all going back to the pool?
I could really go for a swim, so I
Okay
wouldn't
then.
mind.
I forgot you're a resident swimmer. Let's go!
All right. So you all make your way back down the cavern through the forest of mushrooms, which does remind me, Wiley, don't forget to add, I think you took 3 of the magic mushrooms. Yeah. 4 of them.
Magic mushroom.
Wiley harvested 4 pop
Pop-pops.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you make your way back through the variety of mushrooms all the way back to this little pool here at the back of the cavern. And as you approach close to it, you look down, and sure enough, through the crystal clear waters at the very bottom, it's kind of hard to make out. It's in the shadows at the very bottom that you see a few rock structures. You see what appears to be some debris kind of sifting at the very bottom of this this crystal clear pool. And there it is, kind of floating there. It seems to be floating off of some kind of rock face, but it looks like something shining, some shimmering. It's kind of hard to make out. You'll have to get a little closer.
We should probably tie the rope to you before you go in, just
Wait.
in case.
Doesn't he have that
That'd be
little magic hand thing?
Oh yeah.
Do
Yeah, you have yours too.
just try and touch it with that.
Yeah, I
potentially?
mean, go for it.
Makes sense. It does have magic on it though.
Or you can jump in the water. I don't know.
What kind of those does?
I'll try and touch it with the hand first.
Okay.
Yeah. Just see.
What's the range?
It's like 15 feet, I think.
I don't know.
Spell check.
Spell check.
30 feet.
Is it?
30 feet.
Yep, 30 feet.
30 feet from Mage Hand. So as you extend Mage Hand down into the water and you try to reach this, I mean, it looks like it's only 20 or 30 feet down, but Mage Hand never does reach. It just kind of sifts. Whatever this is, this water is so crystal clear that it's much deeper than it appears.
Dangerous.
I'm going to have to go swimming. Here's the rope.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
So,
Right.
I don't know how much help it
Go
is.
ahead and make a dexterity check to tie this rope.
Can I
Oh.
help you?
Oh.
Yes, please help me.
Please.
While they're doing that,
Oh,
I'm gonna look and
that's
see if I
gonna
see any vibrations
some
in the
help.
water on the pool.
Okay, make a. Oh, that's a good one. Make a investigation check for me.
That was pretty good.
It's a 9?
Oh. That was
Okay.
with help.
So you feel like the rope's tied pretty well. Like you tie it off, and I mean the knot's there and it feels snug. So you give it a tug.
I tie knots. That's what I do. I tied a knot around you.
Thank you.
All right. So Wesley, you're gonna dive.
Yep.
I had an 18 on my
18 on your
investigation.
investigation check. So before Wesley dives in, you take a good look around the pool. There are some ripples coming from. As you look to the right, there's a small inlet. There's a tiny little waterfall kind of cascading out of this little bitty cave that's pouring into it. You gather that's probably wash off from the room that you guys came in prior. Like the rest of the water, this is probably where it flows out to, the outlet of it. That was the word I should use, outlet. Essentially, there's a tiny little waterfall that's cascading, filling the pool, but other than that, you don't notice anything. It seems to be moving, shifting. So,
Good luck.
Can you check
I'm
on him
holding the
periodically, make sure he's okay?
So, like, want to help me
Give me a
hold
tug or
the
something?
Sure.
Or
No,
what?
cast a message.
Oh, yeah. Totally. I was going to do that. That's my idea. I think I should cast message for that in the pool.
Sounds like a good idea.
Me and Tim are
Yeah.
holding the rope.
all right, so you two are holding the rope. Wesley, you dive in and begin to swim
I wonder
down.
if you can talk.
So
Um,
nice.
As you, being that you have a swim speed, there are no checks involved. So, who would have guessed that weasels can swim? They're actually very avid swimmers. I had no idea until I researched this
Yeah, that
race.
is crazy.
So, until I did the research for this race, I had no idea. They can
I can see
actually
a weasel
climb
swimming.
too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they climb, they swim.
Yeah,
Weasels are
they
just
do it all.
They do it all. Anyways, back to the game.
Weasel.
So you swim down. It is definitely deep. As you're holding your breath, you're swimming deeper and deeper. It's probably closer to 60 feet down. It's a
Okay.
very deep pool. The only reason that you're able to see anything at all is because lining the walls, there's this kind of bioluminescent algae, very similar to that of the mushrooms that are growing within the cavern above, kind of illuminating this little pool with little bits of blue light here and there. As you get to the very bottom, there's a lot of debris, as I said, and as you look at it, it looks like a lot of wash off from the trash or debris that's been washed in from the river itself. You see boxes, crates, metal bands. You see a couple of old rusted swords, a few chains and fishing nets, and there, hanging, drifting off of that rock face, is this little necklace, essentially, that's just kind of hanging there, and it has the symbol of this leaf. Or excuse me, not a leaf, a feather, pardon me. And emblazoned throughout the feather, it's made of gold. There's bits, looks like tiny diamonds or opals, some kind of clear gemstones. However, it is not hanging from a rock face. It is hanging from a skeleton of the ancients. You see this humanoid skeleton kind of drifting there in the water. The arms are kind of laid back behind it against the rocks. There's a few chains kind of laying over the top of it and fishing nets that are kind of binding it to the stonework behind him. And that necklace is just drifting. Wesley, this is the first time you have seen a skeleton of the ancients. It's very tall. It's a humanoid skeleton, very tall, probably 4 to 5 times your height. So,
Can I cast Mage Hand now? I'm closer and try to take it off.
go. Mage Hand kind of grabs onto it and goes to take it off. Make a. How much weight can Mage Hand hold?
10 pounds.
10 pounds? Yeah, I think it was 10 pounds. Actually, I think it's 5, 10 for Arcane. It's fine. Either way, you got to pull on it. Make a Arcana check to see if you can wiggle it over its head, because it's not breaking free from the skull.
Dear. Arcana?
Yep.
I don't think that's gonna do it. Oh, it's a 12.
12. You're trying to wiggle it around the skeleton's head, and the head just keeps going to the left and then to the right, and just kind of. And the necklace is, you're just having a hard time getting it free.
It's hard to control this underwater.
Can you tell him to take the whole skull? Whole neck and all? Just pull it all up?
Cast message.
Bring the skeleton to the surface.
You hear this whisper in your ear.
large. I'm running out of air.
That comes back as
I don't understand you. Bring it to the surface.
I will go and try to bring the skeleton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you swim a little closer. The skeleton is very large. Like I said, there's a lot of debris on top of it. So go ahead and make a strength check to try and, or an athletics check to try and get this thing off and take it to the surface.
Is it athletics? Okay.
Leisure.
That's a 12.
Easy
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Get that later.
Not very strong.
Need another one?
Very good at
So,
much.
as you reach to grab the skeleton, it's kind of jammed in there. You notice the chains that are around her to kind of tied behind it, like they're stuck into the stonework behind it.
Oh.
Oh no.
And as you go to pull on it, the chains kind of rattle a bit, and you get a closer look at what they're tied to. They're not stuck in the cracks. They're actually bound to the stone with ringlets. About that point, the skeleton lurches forward and goes to grab you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Pull him up!
He had guidance.
Oh
I
my
don't know if
gosh.
it helps.
Oh, I have guidance?
Doesn't work on a saving throw.
Oh yeah,
Double
that's
check.
resistant.
Well, I should have had to use it before, but it's fine. I didn't use it.
You still got it though. So you're still going.
Okay. So it's you said dex save?
Dex save.
It's a 9.
You guys, those of you watching, see as Wesley is swimming down here, all of a sudden the skeleton comes to life, reaches out and grabs him and pulls him in closer. You see as it's just chopping and snapping. What are you guys gonna do? As you go to pull, make strength checks.
Ow!
I'm gonna say, oh, it was a bad knot, and dive in.
He already knows what's about to happen.
Oh.
It's a little metagaming, but I'm gonna allow it.
Oh, you said I felt good about it? I thought you
Yeah,
said
you
I
felt,
didn't.
no, you felt good. No, you tied it. It was a
Then I
knot
didn't
you
jump
tied,
in.
yeah.
I did not jump in.
Wait, what check are we making?
Strength.
Athletics.
Oh, athletics,
Yeah.
that's better, but that's 9.
17 plus 5.
Ooh, 22.
22?
22.
22 beats the 9. So you go to pull, the knot, you both go flying backwards as the rope goes slack. The two of you go rolling backwards into the stonework. Now you can dive in.
Oh, fuck. I'm in the water.
So you dive down.
I suppose we need to have people start signing waivers when they join us. We're not
Wesley,
liable for their death.
It's going to be a 12 to hit.
Oh, wait. It's a... Oh.
It's attacking you.
Oh, no! No! Oh, no, I don't like that. Give me a sec, because I think I had mage armor.
I think you did have mage armor.
Yeah. So does that...
I don't
That's my
think that's not
AC,
going to
right?
hit you.
I don't think that's going to hit.
So with a 12...
Seeing that it's attacking me, can I do something as a bonus action?
So you'll get your turn here in just a second. Yeah. So as it swings down at you, you see as it's got you like pulled in, it tries it pulls you closer to that skull, and the mouth just goes, and it tries to take a bite out of you. It does miss. You duck to the side. Go ahead and you have an action. You got a bonus action. What do you want to do here?
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step out of here.
Okay. So it won't get you all the way out of the water, but you teleport out of the creature's arms. You appear about 30 feet above you. Bag. All of a sudden, as you're swimming down to get him, he just appears in front of you in the water.
I swim up. Is it following the skeleton?
You
Or
see as it's trying to break free from the
chain?
chains, it like lashes out in the water, the bubbles just kind of swirling around it,
Okay.
and then after a second it just settles back.
He was not happy. I was down there.
He looks asleep now. You want to go back?
No, not particularly.
Did you get the necklace or no?
He
No.
didn't. He didn't get the neck, and he won't try again.
I mean, I can catch my breath.
Okay.
Can you help in any way?
I can tie you a knot around you.
Like last time? Like last time, Bag?
Yeah, like that. I was jumping in, okay? I was coming to get you.
Yeah, why don't you go try and get it?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm very good at swimming, so.
Yeah, me and Tim got armor, so we're not going down.
Fine. I can go again. Just let me catch my breath first.
Let's
Okay.
see if there's anything I can do. Let me try and tie the knot this time.
Okay.
It could be a better idea.
Thanks.
I will supervise this knot tying.
All right, so you're
Will
gonna
help.
supervise the knot
I
tying.
will help her. She can roll twice.
Sylvie, could you
All right,
also
so you have assistance.
give me that luck again? the secret goods.
The secret goods. I'll give myself the secret goods first.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Is it dexterity?
Dexterity check, yes.
13?
13. Okay. Tie the knot. You feel pretty secure about it. You feel pretty confident.
Alright,
It looks a little tighter
Alright.
than Bags was.
Would it help
Yeah, get enough.
if you were invisible?
I don't know. I could visible.
So that's you do have one more second level, that's right. Okay, just wanted to check. I know you cast it once. Yeah, that's the only time you cast it. Okay, cool. I was thinking you cast it twice, but I forgot that was the day before when you guys were getting it. So, yeah, so you tap him with invisibility, and it's just a tied rope just floating there in the air, just kind of shifting around, wiggling a little bit.
I think I'm ready. When I go back down, please pull me up if you feel or see that thing start to try and grab me again.
Okay.
All right,
As
so
long as the
you
knot holds.
dive back in, you swim back down to it, this time invisibly. As you get to the bottom, so you guys just watch as every now and again there's just some bubbles that just appears like something swimming, shifting through the water. That rope just kind of dangling there. You make your way back down. How do you want to get this thing
This
off?
time I'm gonna try and just go for the
You're just gonna go for it.
yeah, I think. Right?
So just the clasp
Yeah,
that
the
you can
clasp.
undo on the necklace?
As you take a look at it, go ahead and as you're doing it, go ahead and make this is going to be a sleight of hand check
Okay.
with advantage because you're invisible,
Oh, thank you.
You got guidance.
and you have guidance too.
Nat 20!
That's what you
Thank you!
So with invisible paws, you shift around behind the creature, its head just kind of lolling there in the water, and you notice there is indeed a clasp behind it. You carefully reach around and
No thumbs, but I can still do
pull it, and then swim back up to the top. The creature never notices it's gone.
Wow.
Just holding it, it's just hanging in the air.
Oh, that's kind of spooky.
Got it!
Nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you
Good
for your
job,
help.
kid.
Thank you for your help. What do we want to do with it?
We can wear it.
Can you? Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's
Do
a
that.
necklace.
So you said it
That
was
thing
magic.
you did on his armor
Do we really want to
earlier.
risk it?
Well, yeah, I already know there's magic on it.
Oh.
I don't know how to tell what it is, though.
Mm.
I could spend some time with it.
She saw it on her way through.
Oh, okay.
It was glowing.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, then
Enchantment.
I wouldn't put it on.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what it is.
They tried to put on the necklace.
I'll put it on.
No,
They tried to
Do
bite
you,
him.
do you know how to see what it is?
I'm sure it's
no, I
nothing good.
can
No.
see potentially what the course of action will do to us, but I can't see what it is specifically.
Are you book smart?
You could say that.
Look it over.
Okay. Try and
You
look it
do
over.
not want me looking at it.
Make an Arcana check.
Alright. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. Thanks. Oh, that's going to be pretty good. It's a 25.
25.
Nice.
You-
I see what you mean. I thought you were saying, do I have identify
I
without
mean, I was
medic-
both.
Yeah, I don't have identify, but I
That was both.
do like Arcana.
So, as you take a look at it, the inscriptions are in a dialect you cannot read. This is script of the ancients. This is a lot of runes that you're not super familiar with, but with the 25, you do recognize a few of the arcane sigils. A lot of these are still used in magics taught today, so a lot of the magics that you were taught. Even though it's old magic, still applies. You don't see any cursed sigils, nothing that shows that this thing would have any kind of negative impact. In fact, it seems to be more of an enchantment nature. However, with the 25, you will also gather that you're going to have to spend a little time with it in order for you to truly understand and unlock its capabilities.
Okay.
But as far as curses, seems safe.
Well,
That's where the guy at the bottom of the pool said.
seems
He's still alive.
okay. For now, I mean, Bag, if you wanted to try it on we could just see what happens. I don't know.
Back just takes it from you immediately and just puts it on. As you place it around your neck, there's this kind of, you all watch this for a moment there, he kind of lifts off the ground, like he just gets really light and then goes back down his fur.
Act one.
It's a little strange. You'll have to spend an hour to attune to it to truly understand what it does. So during your long rest, or if you guys want to take some time, it's up to you. I will say at this point, based on the time you woke up, it's probably getting close to noonish, maybe a little after.
And before we headed back this way, we saw a way out.
You did.
Yep.
Great.
You want to head out?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
As we're walking, I kind of want to hang back and like every third step, like hop a little bit.
Every third step that you take, you kind of hop. You don't feel like you're floating or anything, but you feel like there's some extra strength in your legs, like a little extra spring in your step. Like it's making you lighter on your feet, maybe.
Haha! Heel click.
So, you all make your way out of the caverns.
Don't forget to watch out for the coyotes.
As you all begin to make your way out, what are your passive perceptions?
Mine was a 15.
15?
How do you calculate
10.
10?
10 plus your perception if you're proficient
13.
in it.
that?
Okay.
12.
11.
So,
Me.
Sylvie, with the 15, as you guys are making your way out of the cavern, you hear this. And as you begin to make your way out, you turn around and about 40 feet or so behind you, you see that little fairy creature with that new gemstone in its head. Kind of pokes its head out and looks at you. Hops a few more clicks until it gets to another big stone and it stops. Seems to be following you all.
I see you, little one. I won't tell the rest of them though. It's gonna keep going.
You all make your way out and back into the daylight. And that's enough of the cavern music. Let's go to something different, shall we?
Please. No more anxiety.
No more anxiety.
For now.
For now.
For now.
All right. So, as you make your way back into the rolling hills of northern Orin, where would you like to go?
Twin Pass.
Yes, twins.
That's where we're going.
Twin
Right?
Pass.
Do I know what's at Twins Pass? Why we're going there? Alas.
I think we kind of talked about it, the astrals. We're gonna go to the observatory,
Oh,
find out more about more astrals.
okay.
And we need to go there to get through to Riverwood Bend.
What's that?
Home?
All of you?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
Have I been there before?
No, like last time, I think you asked this question last session.
Oh,
Essentially, you've never been there, but it's on your map. So it was
Okay.
you were actually going to make your way through Riverwood Bend on your journey.
Okay.
Because the destination you were seeking is west of Twins Pass. So
Is there anything we want to do while we're in Twins Pass? Other than that? Do we want to go shopping?
Maybe we can ask about the compass.
Yeah, that's true. Good idea. You know,
Nothing?
Compass?
I was gonna say, I
what compass?
Yeah, the thing that points, north points. So you know your direction when you're out in the wilderness.
Insight check.
make an insight check. Make a deception check. Immediately.
Did we even look at it?
Mine's pretty bad.
sorta.
Briefly, you didn't spend a lot of time with it though.
I was gonna say,
You're
we
fine.
were supposed to give it back.
What did you get?
I got a 13.
6.
I forgot.
It's a compass, the thing that you read directions with. Very rare, very expensive
We were
item.
gonna trade it for those magical items.
Very cool.
Who was that again?
Beaver. He's a beaver. Barry?
Barry Beaverton.
Barry Beaverton?
Aaron?
Yeah, you
Barry
guys were.
Beaverton. He's got
You
a
could
payday.
deliver it to him and get the 2 magic items,
Scoundrel.
or you could keep it and see what it does. It's up to you guys.
I say we keep it.
That's it, yeah. Trying to see what it does.
Yeah.
Beaver
think the
tried
other
to
thing
scam
was-
us.
Yeah.
Off to Twins Pass with us then. Lead the way, Timothy.
Got any fun stories you want to regale us with, Actor?
Once upon a time, in a small cavern, a group of friends. Hey!
Okay.
I thought you just
Right.
sleep, Tim. Not
Yes.
yet. It's not bedtime. Not yet. Sun's still up.
These friends,
Got
they're
some age
walking through a cavern and they see a creature. And one of the friends says she doesn't know what the creature is, but she lied.
I'm marching on the way we're supposed to go. I'm not taking part of this.
Classic story of how friends don't be friends no more. What'd you lie for, Sylvie?
What are you talking about?
You knew what the creature was.
She knew what the creature was.
She knew what the
How do you
creature
know
was.
that she knew which?
She said she didn't, and I could tell she was lying.
You know what people are thinking because you're a method actor.
I'm a method, yes.
He's an empath.
Well, I forgot I'm not supposed to say anything about my fairy. So, a lot of people will kidnap them and do bad things to them. So,
How
do you
see
know that?
why if they're all like that other thing?
listen, they are mischievous, but they usually don't mean any harm. They
I
just
think
I
he
have
means
mine.
harm.
As you chance your Astral Shard is still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I lied, because I forgot. And I wasn't supposed to say anything about it.
Sounds like somebody I know.
Okay.
Everybody make a history check for me.
Including me.
Yeah, everybody make a history check.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
Hey.
good.
19 for bag.
Okay. 12.
19.
19.
Got a 17,
17.
even with a -1.
Yeah, 18.
Minus is a 0.
Wow. So, I'll say everybody is high enough. Wesley, even you with a 12. We'll say we'll balance it out. You with a 12. You guys, I mean, everyone knows there's fairy folk. This is not your first encounter with fairies. In fact, Ilka and Alana's story. All Orin folk have heard urban legends of fairies. And there have been confirmed sightings of 3 different types in particular. The pixie, which is a mischievous little tiny humanoid creature that just loves to wreak havoc on Orin folk. They love stealing trinkets and other things and taking them back to their little homes. There is the sylph, which is a more reserved type of fairy. It's a wind spirit. And even though they've been seen, it's very rare that any of these are ever found. And those who have come across them are said that they bring great luck if you are to find one. And the third, that is a known species, is the carbuncle. Have never seen any actual images of a carbuncle. Many of them are never found. Most of the time they dwell underground. The only creatures in Orin that are said to have even encountered them are typically badgers and skunks and weasels, other underground creatures. And even then, it's incredibly rare. However, they've been known to inhabit gemstone mines.
Okay.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
So the other ones give good luck, and this one
where's that
just
one?
steals your ish.
only one of the other ones brings good luck.
The other one's like a wind spirit.
So,
That's the one I have. It's a sylph.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't feel very lucky when I'm out and about without it.
Where is it?
It's at home.
You didn't bring it with you?
Where's home?
Did you?
You're asking too many questions.
Well, we're supposed to be friends. I have to trust this guy. I don't even know anything about you.
about this point, as you're like making your way back towards the road, you hear this.
Oh, fuck.
You hear yipping and howling coming from across, kind of to the northeast.
Can we tell how far away?
Make a perception check.
I don't want to go back there. I really don't want to be kidnapped.
11.
11.
7.
I can't go back there. Please don't make me go back
6.
18.
Bye-bye.
Wesley?
Oh, perception?
Yeah.
Oh. It's 5.
Tim, being the
We're doing
trained
great, buddy.
town guard that you are, very perceptive. As you listen to this, you've fought your share of wilderlings in the past. So as you listen to these cries, you gauge they're maybe a mile to a mile and a half away, but they're moving in your direction.
And they don't sound like they've treated anything or something like that. They're like on the hunt.
They're moving. Okay. As you hear those howl and coo, then all of a sudden you hear the yipping coming from another, this time kind of towards a little further south, directly east of you. So it seems like they've broken off into groups and are probably searching for something.
Yeah, probably lost. Probably need to be going on.
We on like a main trail,
You're on a main road, yes.
main road.
Yep.
Can we veer off into the forest?
There's no forest here. It's
no
all
forest
rolling
here?
hills.
Oh, we
you've
got
gotten
away
out
from
of
the forest.
Yeah, you've gotten out of the forest. You're in the rolling hills
Ooh,
now.
I'm uncomfortable.
So
We can borrow or we can run.
I'm not very good at borrowing.
We got you. Come on.
Let's run. Run is probably faster.
Okay.
Whichever's faster, safer.
Were they running? Were they coming at us quickly? Do they know we're here?
And they're searching for something. They split apart. They're probably going to try to surround us if they find us.
Well, let's make sure they don't find us.
We can go underground and then I can do my sneaky stuff. I don't know how much it'll help, but
But as long as they decide to go somewhere, if they don't find us, otherwise they're just going to camp out sitting above us.
It is Christmas time.
It is Christmas time. It's an Icelandic girl on Instagram talking about the back of her TV.
Oh.
I'm not going to open that up again.
Okay.
How long does minor illusion last?
like
Can I borrow your
a minute.
a minute.
Damn. That's not
And they're probably going to smell us anyhow, so
I just say
we probably need to go on.
make a run for it. Yeah.
Or at
We try to
least
go
hit it.
underground. That slow us down.
So
I feel like.
I was thinking I could leave something here, but I don't think that's going to work.
We can hide the hole.
We could run.
Okay,
Let's run.
let's go.
First.
So you're all gonna run?
Let's
All
go.
right.
Let's go.
So
let's
you
go.
pick up the pace, and I need everyone to go ahead and make 3 Constitution checks for me.
Shoot.
Saves
Yeah.
or just checks?
Checks.
Yikes.
Got a 5, a 7, and a 13.
5, 8, 13.
8, 15, 16.
We're great at this.
15,
Oh my
12,
goodness.
and 4.
Oh my gosh.
10, 16, 19.
Nice.
Oh.
So, alright, the old skunk is putting you all to shame.
Wow.
The skunk just, I mean, even with full
Works out.
plate makeup, he is just hauling ass, just running down the road. He is barreling over like potholes and boulders, just keeps moving. You look back every now and again,
Slow down,
Tim, and
Tim.
you see Wiley keeping pretty good pace with you. But even then, he's still lagging behind a bit. Followed by Bag, who is still keeping pretty decent pace as he's digging in. Every now and again, he gets on all fours and kind of runs. However,
Oh no.
Wesley and Sylvie are a solid 100 to 120 feet behind you guys, and they're just
Lost in conversation.
they're just deep heavy breaths. However, running like this, you all do manage to put some distance between you and the coyotes. You two suffer a point of exhaustion, though. As you begin to, you're hauling ass, just trying to run as fast as you can to put distance between you and the coyotes. You do exhaust yourselves. However, running like this, increasing your speed of travel, you come over this final hill. You see up ahead where the river itself wraps around this large hill, and as you come over to the top of it, to the crest of the hilltop, you look down into this valley below, and you can see where the main river that you're at splits into 2. There is one that goes north into this major river, the main river that pours into it, and another that travels south. And right there, built on top of the fork in this river, there is Twins Pass, a very large city. Some of you have never seen a city quite this big. You see a variety of homes and buildings built along the riverbanks. You see water mills kind of lining every few hundred feet. You notice there are many stone bridges that pass over each of the rivers. You You have now arrived at Twins Pass, just on the break, or just on the just at the cusp of dusk.
What time you guys showed up? Fuck. You ready?
We were having a riveting conversation.
I bet you were. Come on, let's
We were in between gasps.
In between gas.
I was trying to do a bit of light reading on the way.
Okay.
It wasn't working out.
Y'all not understand the meaning of run away.
They skipped PE.
Skip something.
What's BE?
Physical
Exactly.
education. The academy. Ouch.
I was homeschooled.
As the five of you make your way down into the kind of following the main road, you've reached the first bridge that kind of crosses over the Cauldron River that you guys have just been exploring in recent hours. You pass over it as these two guards standing on the other side look at you as you kind of come over to the top of the bridge. This takes you by surprise a bit, as these two guards are rather large. These are bears in full chainmail, each one with a giant halberd in his hand. They both kind of propped up on the halberds. They stand at least 4 to 5 times your height. They are massive in size.
Are either of them wearing pants?
As you take a look at them,
Sorry.
they do not have on pants. Essentially, they're just—it's like this long chainmail that flows down just past their waist, and then it's just bare legs.
No fart.
Yeah, just
No fur. Shaved. These guys are clean.
I got that visual.
Yeah, they're shaved. They're shaved from the waist down. It's just naked bare legs. Stop.
Literally bare
So
legs.
they are standing. They have this like full, like heavy chainmail over them, with the tapestry of Twins Pass, which is this red and gold banner with the sigil of a grizzly bear on the front of it.
I'm gonna go up and like kind of nudge him and say, "How you doing, Squirt? You know the diarrhea is hereditary? It runs in your genes." Anyways, my name's Bag. This is my crew.
Is this a common pickup line or something?
No, this is something we started recently.
13.
A 13.
Very funny.
It's gonna get us all killed.
The bear looks down at you and narrows his eyes. I ain't got no jeans.
You don't wear pants.
The one on the other side, though, goes. Bear looks across at him. The other one looks back and he's.
I see we've got an audience, gents. We'd like to get inside. What's that gonna take?
He kind of looks down and says, "You're free to pass. Just don't cause any trouble in Twins Pass.
Only jokes. Only jokes.
Jokes are around. Only funny ones, though."
Okay. Okay.
I think that means you need to work on it.
I got one for you. What do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish.
With no eyes.
Billy.
Both the bears kind of look at each other. What?
You guys would like fish. What the fish with no eyes say when it hit the wall?
Ouch.
Damn!
Oh. I was wrong.
You all must be here with that troop, aren't you?
Sure. Huh? What troop?
The one that just set up in a town square.
Not with him. Excited to see him.
Well, move along then. You're wearing my patience. Kind of stands back.
Were there any type of fortifications or anything?
I like that fist
Walls around the city.
No fortifications. The river offers pretty good protection on either side because, like I said, it's built in the fork of these rivers. So, essentially, the rivers kind of flow around it. You have to cross over each one to get to it, with the main river on the backside flowing into it and under the city. So they've got most of the city built over that major river. So as you enter in, you notice there's a plethora of Orn folk. It's all cobblestone streets. There's a variety of large buildings, small buildings, all of them with thatched roofs and shingled roofs extending high. Some chimneys with smoke kind of pluming out of it. A lot of sounds of carts being pulled and wagons being pushed. You notice you see otters, you see beavers, you see raccoons, you see foxes, you see cats, dogs, you see all manner of Orin folk here. As you enter in, you do hear what sounds like a bit of music playing, but it doesn't sound. It's on and off. Like every now and then, it's just kind of you hear like this. So it was just kind of like someone like they're getting ready for something.
Now remember, I told you I got my things stolen the last time I was here. So keep an eye on your things.
My books.
They stole my money.
Oh.
I'm gonna take my coin purse and put it in my gauntlet.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
It was a weasel.
Weasel?
Yes.
I knew I didn't trust him.
One or two of them. It might have been two of them. I think it was two of them.
You
They were
didn't-
underground in the sewers.
You didn't have your good luck charm?
I
What were
did.
you doing in the sewers?
No, I had to follow him into the sewers.
Oh.
That's where I found him.
Everything is.
I was in the market, in the square.
Get your money back?
I did, yes.
Did you kill him?
No. They were just being mischievous.
Inside check.
Maybe it's not sure.
No!
We rolled worse.
Kate.
Yeah, natural ones.
Does he believe you?
He believes me.
you.
Okay.
Alright.
I did have to kill some other things, though.
Were you helping the weasels?
Kind of, sort of.
Working together?
After I found my things.
As you're walking down the streets, you do notice there's a lot of posters kind of hanging on some of the sides of these buildings here. Most of them say, "Be on the lookout for thieves." In Twins Pass, anyone with information leading to the arrest of the scoundrels will be rewarded with 200 gold pieces.
Are there any illustrations? Any
There are
word
none.
posters?
It just says they're question marks. Where the image would be, it's just big question marks.
They were invisible.
That's a good detail.
Yeah,
I told you that the first time.
you did. How'd you see him?
I followed their footsteps.
Oh.
It said for information.
Really smart, actually.
Silly. You got information about me worth 200 gold. See?
It might be. But that was a while ago. I don't know if it's the
It's still
same.
information. We can try.
It says up to 200 gold. So
Yeah, they might think
It's
it's
better than
worth
zero.
like 5 gold.
Is there a library in town?
Is there a library in town? Do I remember?
nope.
He's like, that's a good question.
There is not, but you do remember there are. The last place that you remember seeing books is in the observatory when you were kind of perusing it.
Yes. We can go there. We need to go there anyway.
Yeah.
Any other posters around that one?
As you take a look about, you do see a couple of posters that speak about missing persons. Apparently, you notice that there's information dictating that 3 Orn folk here have gone missing: a cat, an otter, and a rabbit. All gone missing in the past few weeks. Once again, anyone with information leading to the discovery of these 3 missing individuals, dead or alive, will be rewarded with up to 200 gold pieces.
Are those weasels in the game of stealing people?
I don't think so.
Never.
Not all weasels are good,
See the
but not
first
these.
weasel? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
See the first weasel I've met? Are weasel common in
Weasels are fairly common. Not a lot in Riverwood Bend, though. They would pass through from time to time, but not very many where you're from. But you're an actor. You've traveled the world.
Next door! On live stage!
You've encountered weasels. However, they do have a rather weaselly reputation, much like foxes. They have a reputation for mischief.
Partners in crime.
So
Any flyers of this performance?
you don't see any flyers of the performance yet, currently, but you do see up ahead. You watch as there is this individual, you see two cats, one solid, like stark white, the other one very like deep black. Both of them shifting around. You see as they're handing flyers out to people, and like Orin folk are kind of walking around. And you see as they're like putting them in people's hands. A lot, like some of the people just walk around, like they look at it for a second and then just throw it on the ground or throw it in a barrel nearby. Some people, however, like especially the younger folk, like younger Orin folk, they pick it up like this. You see as this tiny little cluster of bunny children. There's like 20 of them, and they all like get some of the get some of the posters. They start looking at it. They all start jumping up and down, just start squeaking to each other, and then just all take off in direction and kind of headed towards the center of town.
Can I go pick up one of the ones that was thrown?
Yeah, I want to check the barrel.
So,
What else is it?
make an investigation check.
Let's see what I find.
Touch your tail when I'm walking past you. For guidance.
Who's tail?
Your.
A thief! Oh, she was so good.
Got your things.
Yeah, well, I'll check the astral. Is it still with me?
The astral's still with you.
Okay. That was a 16.
16. Okay. As you search through the barrel,
Fish guy.
Found some good stuff.
you do find the flyer as you kind of pick it up. What the flyer says is, sorry. I'm trying to think of the way to word this. I didn't write that part down. Essentially what it says is, the spice of life, performing arts troupe, bringing flavor to your blandest of days. See us performing this Saturday's Eve at the Riverside Plaza.
I crumple it up and throw it back in the barrel.
Okay. Also, as you're digging around the barrel, you find a small silver key. It's a lot of trash in here, but at the very bottom, you see, like, you pull out this old bag, and as you, like, pull the bag, you hear this ding, 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 and there's just a little silver key there.
Ooh.
Aha. Put it into my inventory.
You have a silver key. You have no idea what it goes to, but you have a silver key.
Right. So,
Anything good in there?
yeah, the flyer, I wouldn't call it good, but it's about a rival troop to yours, probably. Spice of Life. They want to, make the town more flavorful.
Ooh. I like flavor.
Me too.
Want to see it? When is it? Saturday's Eve.
Saturday's Eve. That's when it was.
At
That's
this
kinda
point,
peeking over
it's
your shoulder.
it's Friday evening right now. Tomorrow would be Saturday. So
So it's today.
Tomorrow.
Saturday's Eve.
Saturday's
Did you go to
Eve.
school too?
It's Friday. It's Friday.
Okay. Sorry.
Should we find a place
No,
to stay then?
that might be correct. But
Thank
that-
you. I was like, wait a second. Hold on.
That
New
might be
Year's
correct.
Eve,
However,
Christmas
the two of them
Eve,
picked up what I was putting. So let me put it this way: Sunday
Evening.
Saturday evening. Let's go
Yes,
with that.
Saturday
yes, okay.
Okay.
Trying to make it
Falling
sound
out.
fancy. I
Falling
screwed it
out.
up grammatically. Sorry, guys.
Did we see him find the key?
What's your passive perception?
Mine's 15.
Yikes.
Whoa.
I think mine's 11.
You did not.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was
16.
16.
Yeah,
Wow.
16.
Yeah, mine's a 13.
Yeah, so you didn't notice him. You saw as he's digging through, and that's all you noticed.
Can I know if there's a place to stay in Twin Spas?
Indeed, there is the River Song Tavern up the way. You would have to. It's been a while since you've been here, Sylvia. Your parents have not been on the road this direction in quite some time. You would know that you would have to travel past the Riverside Plaza, which is kind of up. It appears to the left, and as you go through it, you're going to want to take a right at the fork to get to the River Song Tavern.
I know where the tavern is. Do we want to go there? Get a room for the night?
So you get a room
Time
for
is it?
that.
Rooms?
It's probably 5 or 6 in the evening right now, currently.
Let's go!
Was it a safe place?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, it's good enough for you. Before I leave, do I see any doors around this key? Like, are there any doors by this barrel, or is
Make a
it
perception check.
or anything with locks? That is a perception.
Roll again.
18.
18. Kind of looking around, there are definitely some buildings and some doors. Most of this key is very small, though. It looks like it's probably to maybe a foot locker or a trunk or something like that. It's a very tiny key. As you look at most of the keyholes along these doors, they're made for a larger iron key, probably. So
It's like
you don't
a
see
chest
anything that looks
key
like
or
what it would go to. Yeah, so maybe not a chest, but something small.
A lock box.
Yeah.
Or something.
Or it could be the home of a rabbit or other rodent.
That's
So.
true. That's true.
So,
Okay.
Five of you make your way, following Sylvie's lead as you push through the crowds and make your way down to the Riverside Plaza. The plaza itself, you see, is there's this cascade of stairs that leads down to the river's edge, where there's this cobblestone section. You see several tents set up. You see a couple of vendors kind of set up in tents and small shacks. You notice there's a lot of barrels of fish and dried meats. You see leathers for sale, a variety of other goods. And they're in the center of the plaza, kind of up on this little stage that's right in front of where the river flows. There is this cart, this caravan that's kind of pulled up. And you see as they're opening the side of this cart, as it lays down and reveals this large, elevated stage with, you see as they're putting up posts and ropes, barrels and crates. You see as there is that same white and black cat you saw earlier. You notice there is a badger, looks a little younger than Bag, probably not by too much though, but a little bit younger than Bag. You notice there is a really small fennec fox, I'm talking maybe 12 inches tall, walking around, but he is 12 inches wide too. He is ripped. You see as he's got these tiny little shorts on and then just no shirt, and he's walking around. You see as he picks up a barrel 5 times his size, lifts it up over his head, and just holds it with one hand while he eats a banana out of the other, walks over and just sets it up on the stage. You also notice probably one of the most beautiful red foxes that you've ever seen as she steps out. She's older than Sylvie. As she steps out from behind the cart, you notice she's wearing this very fine sundress. Her tail kind of flourishing behind her, just flowing in the wind behind her. She's got these just beautiful yellow eyes. And you see as she steps out, a lot of people begin to gawk, and she immediately just kind of takes a fan and puts it in front of her face and then disappears back into the cart. So that's what you see. And one other thing too, you notice there is this rather large warthog, rather large boar, and he's got this little trumpet, and you see as he's kind of tweaks a few things. And you watch as the badger just says, "That's quite enough. It's quite enough for now. We'll practice later, Otto. Don't worry." Oh, jeez.
Do I recognize this troop?
Make a history check for me.
Oh, natural 1.
Natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Never seen him before in your life. You do notice though, as the badger he seems to be the one that's shouting the orders. He's telling some of his troop to move things around. He's pointing them where to set barrels. And then you notice as he looks over towards one of the cats, he says something, kind of walks over and he whispers something, and they just kind of shrug and throw their paws out, and he looks a little frantic, a little frazzled, and he starts takes he's got this really interesting looking bowler hat with a feather in it, and he takes it off and he kind of starts wiping the sweat off his brow. He seems really stressed out.
Are we close enough to potentially perceive what he might have said?
Make a perception check for me.
$18.
18.
12.
11.
Sorry.
You.
Even worse. Yeah.
The question that he asked with that is you didn't catch a name, but you heard as he said, "Has anybody seen her? She come back yet?"
The type of Warren you said had gone missing there were 3.
Mm-hmm.
What were they again?
Cat, otter, and rat.
Cat.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cat, otter,
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
And rabbit.
Yep.
Which are pretty.
So.
It took me a second. I was like, what? Can I walk up to the badger?
Mm-hmm. You may.
Is this your troop? Are you the spice of life?
I'm just gonna turn to. Oh, well, yes, yes, we are. We are the spice of life.
Are you setting up to perform for tomorrow?
Indeed, we are. You here for the show?
Of course. I think so.
Well, wonderful. Kind of looks you over and looks the rest of your party over.
I noticed you were looking for someone. Have you found them yet?
No, we have not. It's actually the star of our show has gone missing. I don't know where she is.
Who is she?
She is a prairie dog, the finest singer in all of Orin. She's a long way from home. She's not used to these big city types. Apologies. I must introduce myself. My name is Basil, and we are the spice of life. The two feline comrades over here are our finest acrobats in all the East Coast, Salt and Pepper. I'll bet you can't guess which one's which. The little strong fennec fox there is our strongest individual. He can lift a creature 20 times his size. We've seen him lift Otto on occasion, in fact. You'll see him do it tomorrow night. His name is Ginger. And as he kind of like gestures around, you see the shy red fox is still kind of like poking her head out. That there is our beautiful, lovely dancer. She is an amazing acrobatics. She's an amazing acrobat. There it is. That's what I was looking for. She's an incredible acrobat and a beautiful dancer. Her name is Cayenne.
We can get you a bag for all those spices.
That was pretty good. So you're taking after the old man.
Learning.
That was solid. That was well played.
Wow.
He does not get the joke, being that he doesn't know bags.
Yeah.
He's just
His name's Bag. And he's an actor, a method one.
really.
Really.
We're always looking for new talent here.
I might have found my family. Name, how much you offering?
Well, typically it would have to be negotiated depending on seeing a trial performance, of course.
Sure.
But currently, we are searching for our star performer. She's gone missing, and we need some help finding her. That I would pay you for. I don't have much coin, but I do have some artifacts that might be of use. You look like seekers.
How could you tell?
Astral shards, weapons, gear.
Oh, okay.
Giant, what I'm assuming is a glowing astral in your backpack there.
Keep it down. They're thieves out here.
Apologies. I do have some items that might be of use to you. If you could find the spiciest of spices,
Spices?
the creme de la creme, the thing that makes all dishes magnificent, our paprika.
Oh,
We're gonna take a quick break. With that, we're going to take a quick break. For those of you who so deemed to stick around after that horrible joke. Guys, we will be returning shortly. I saw that we had a subscriber. Thank you so very much for your subscription. Wait a minute, I know that name. Thank you, Miss Cartner, for your subscription to our channel. We greatly appreciate it. And for the rest of you, and we'll be checking out the chat. So if you want to talk to us during the break, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to chime in, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys.
10 minutes! Woohoo!
I'm gonna let you get your water, but I'm gonna first of all say, Wraith PR, thank you so much for gifting a sub. You're wonderful. Thank you so much. That is awesome. We really appreciate you, and also to Yummy 26. I can't read. I ain't got my glasses on. I'm so sorry. Yummy 26. Welcome to D&D. So it is Yummy. They've only been playing for a couple months now.
Oh,
Nice.
So, I was telling that Billy's been playing for a lot longer than the rest of us.
Yeah.
So
It's addictive.
it's addictive. It is an addiction. So we hope you enjoy your adventure, and really,
welcome.
welcome to the community. It's an amazing one. So, all right, guys, are you all ready to jump back in?
Yes.
Ready as we'll ever
Are
be.
you ready, Nathan?
That was stronger than I thought it was.
He's a little chipmunk.
All right, so jumping back in.
Well, that would have been
Leave
fun
it
to
there.
play a chipmunk.
Should have left it.
As you're all speaking to Basil, who's Basil, the leader of the troop known as the Spice of Life, as he kind of speaks to you, and yes, our Paprika has gone missing. She is the star of our show. She has the voice of an angel.
Voice of an angel.
She can serenade a mountain.
angel.
She could serenade a mountain to come to life. She could serenade a storm to calm. Her voice, it's like a siren song.
We don't need to let Bag see her.
Insight check. I want to see if she can really sing.
He is, but
Make an
he
insight check.
has this thing where he kind of, I don't know, he gets
And
attached
Basil is
really
a
quickly.
what?
Magic.
It's crazy to get attached to you.
Is it 3?
3.
It's really good. This is
He likes new
his
things.
persuasion or deception. I'm not going to say which one is high enough that even with a natural 1, he still beats your 3.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
That's crazy.
As far as you're aware, she can sing. She's got the voice of an angel.
Okay, we gotta find
She's a
this
prairie dog.
She's a prairie dog.
A prairie dog?
You
Really?
have a thing for prairie dogs?
Got a
No, I just trying to think of a prairie
Yeah.
dog singing that well. I'm going like,
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. There's like memes about that. Like, yeah.
He looks over. He looks over to you. That's actually a common misconception. You see, prairie dogs actually have amazing voices. They just happen to shout when they get startled.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes they have to shout at each other because they're a little hard of hearing.
Let's see.
how am I going to
Anyways.
go missing?
It's been a few hours, I suppose.
That's not
Where
long
should
at
I
all.
sing?
I've been trying to find that information out myself, but none of my comrades here seem to know where she is.
She didn't tell anybody where she was going.
No. Well, she didn't tell me, at least. According to Pepper, as he gestures to the white cat.
Yeah, of course.
Don't do this.
Of course.
Don't do this.
As he gestures to the white cat. According to Pepper, she had her coin purse went missing. She thought she might have lost it. Through town, she went back looking for it. While we were walking into, kind of following the carriage in, you see Otto pulls the carriage. We usually let Cayenne ride because she draws attention to herself.
Great. I'm not gonna make the
The rest of us have to walk along the side. Anyways, she apparently dropped her coin purse somewhere in the crowd, headed towards the tavern, and I guess she went back for it. Haven't seen her since.
What kind of magical items do you have?
Kind of.
I'd like
I'm
to
just
know where we're
curious. You don't have
getting.
to
I
talk about it
suppose
now.
it's fair enough. You would want me to show you this because this is what you're working for, right? I mean, you want the job, right? You'll go find her.
Yeah,
I think so,
yeah.
Can you perform the show without her?
It will be difficult.
Right.
It would be very difficult. I mean, we could.
I could
To
see
save
it.
the show.
I could do
She's
it.
the grand finale, and without her, we don't have a grand finale, and we need a grand finale for the finale. We need something to just. It's got to be the topping, you know. I mean, like any great cooked dish.
Basil, listen to me. Listen. We can accept the job right now if you throw in 5 VIP passes. We want front row seats to this performance.
Backstage access.
Backstage access.
Backstage access.
Free drinks.
Free drinks.
Free drinks.
Make
And food.
make persuasion checks, both
You
of
guys
them.
are doing so great.
Wesley's just trying to fit in with this new.
Oh! There it is! 24. Yeah.
Oh my
Natural
God.
20.
Mine was a
You know, words
15.
of encouragement.
15
That's
and
exactly
Natural's
right.
wedding.
Yep.
He kind of looks two of you. Looks over towards Salt, the black cat. Salt, how much ale do we have in the casks? You see as the cat kind of looks over and I don't know. I guess probably 40 liters at least.
That'll do.
That'll do.
That's 20 for Otto. Yes. We have enough. We can provide you with some drinks.
Okay.
And yes, agreed. Backstage passes. You bring our paprika back to us before showtime tomorrow night. You get your backstage passes, and you get your free drinks, and you get the magic item, which I will show you now.
And I want the fox to pick me up.
Huh?
The Finnick fox, the big one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's about to fight.
You see, he kind of he looks over at you. Says, well, I mean, if you want, I can arrange that now. Would
That would be, yes. That would be wonderful.
Ginger, come here for a second.
Oh my god.
You see, as the little Finnick fox, is he's got like this time you see as he's drawing these really heavy ropes like across the stage, and he's kind of tying them to these posts, hooking them up to pulleys and levers, and he begins to like raise them up to the top. He kind of turns around towards you, he walks over, he jumps off the stage, lands, and kind of just your boss. And it's been reached to an agreement that this badger here would like for you to.
I want you to hold me like a wee baby.
Is this some sort of ride?
The little Finnick fox looks up at Basil. He looks back at you, and Basil just says, "I'll give you a bonus." All right then. Kind of walks over to you.
I lay down in his arms.
Oh.
You're so big that he can't actually cradle you because his arms are like 6 inches long. But what he does do is he just kind of like takes you and just lifts you up over his head. And he just walks around with you for a second, and it's kind of like a rocker as he just kind of does this. And you're just steadily rocking back and forth. There's a moment there where you almost fall asleep. And you kind of, when do I put him down?
How long has it been with my necklace on?
You actually have to focus on it, so you can't be wandering around all of a sudden.
Sure.
Yeah. You have to do it. You have to
Makes
be focused
sense.
with it.
Yeah.
But
Do you think Bag has abandonment issues?
That's what it's seeming like from
It-
the
Attached
dirt
very
thing.
quickly, dirt, lying in the dirt, being rocked like a baby. Oh, I wonder if his parents were like murdered or something.
Yeah, maybe we should ask him about that. And
Yeah.
By, by us, I mean you asked him.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
He doesn't like me, so.
he gently, at this point, after a few moments, he kind of gently takes you and he sets you back down on your feet.
Thank you. And I toss him a gold coin.
You toss him a gold.
Oh.
He takes it. And anytime, pal.
Pays for his services.
You watch as he like holds his trousers. He like pulls them out. He drops the coin down. You hear they make this kind of like sound as they pop back into place, and then he wanders back over to the stage to continue working. Basil's just kind of. So for the gift, the artifact, you see he has this cane that he's been walking around with. At the very top of the cane, you see there is this little like blue, almost like a moonstone, this perfectly spherical moonstone, and around it there are these two doves that you just continue to fly around it, and sort of like little illusory doves. So as he taps it on the ground for a moment, and suddenly you find yourselves standing in a whole new place. Like as you look around you find yourself inside this building. Kind of a couple of, there's a bar to your right, this little 10-foot bar to your right. To your left, there's a table with some chairs. Everything's quiet, but it does kind of come up around you, and he taps it again, and the illusion fades. Essentially, he tells you that this wand gives you the ability to cast the silent image spell a certain number of times per day without having to expend spell slots.
Very nice. Very nice.
But you have to be careful with it. If you use too many, you run the risk of breaking it.
See.
Yeah.
So, all right then, it's in accord. Thank you all for your service, and I wish you great haste, great luck in finding our very dear Paprika.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yes, dear.
Do you have anything of Paprika's? Something I could maybe get her scent?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like a scarf or
Scarf,
one of her
that'd be
costumes? Quit being
I would
weird,
be
Ray.
lying if I said this was not the first time such a thing was requested, but in this certain circumstance, I will make an exception to the rule.
Oh god.
See, he turns around, he walks around to the other side of the car, and
Science.
Yeah. For magic.
a few minutes later, he does come back with a little silk scarf. It's like this, it's like a teal blue silk scarf, and he hands it over to you.
You guys are so weird.
It's back.
I'll try and get her scent.
That's a great idea, chat. Make a Constitution check and a Survival check.
Oh, both. Okay.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Constitution is 16.
Can't argue with that. Sorry, guys.
And then the perception on the smell would be 24.
24.
Yes.
Okay. So, with a perception check, so there's a moment there where as you go to sniff. So, oh, did somebody reward you?
Yeah.
Wraith PR, thank you so much. So, Sylvie, you get a D4 to add to to any roll of your choice, any D20 roll.
Okay.
So, as you go to take a whiff of the there's a bit of perfume still lingering on it, and it kind of tickles your nose, and you feel for a moment like you're gonna sneeze. You go. And you take a whiff again, but you do get with this perfume on it. It's very strong, very potent. It smells like a blend of orchid flowers and honeysuckle. It stands out for sure. So you gather that you'll probably be able to track her with this pretty easily.
Okay. I think we got it. Let's go.
Alright. Which direction?
Lead the way.
Sniff the air.
Make a perception check.
Another one. Fuck.
Another one.
But you have a D4 now. So if you want to use, are you going to use it?
Yep. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Oh, you just could cast guidance on yourself. And, you're going to use the D4 too?
Wow.
Was it that bad?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have advantage.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you have advantage. So
I'll
don't,
still.
yeah, don't burn that D4 just
Okay.
yet.
Don't do it.
Wraith PR spent good conjure coins on that.
Good.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe we need to get
Do
away
you
from
need
all
it
this smells
Wraith,
of the
I think
market.
I think you just saved the search party.
Oh god.
17.
17?
Nice.
That's with both the D4s?
Listen.
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 Level
Listen.
4.
Okay, that's fine.
See what went down.
So, with the 17 though, that's still good. That is definitely good enough. So, thank you, audience, for helping her out. As you take a whiff of the air, you guys begin to kind of shift through the crowd a bit. You kind of start smelling. You head back toward the tavern. Sure enough, as you guys come up the stairs that kind of lead back up into the main road, the road splits in three ways here. One kind of travels south, one travels kind of northwest a little bit, and the other one travels back the direction you came. Traveling northwest follows the riverbank, the main riverbank that kind of flows here. You notice up ahead there is a tavern. You see the River Song Tavern, kind of this a sign hanging out front that has this has like a depiction of the river with a few music notes kind of dancing over the top of it. There is a water wheel attached to the back of it that's steadily churning as well. You see people going in and out at this point. It's getting a little later in the hour. The sun is about to set. And as you're about to approach it, you catch a whiff of that perfume, of that smell.
You find it.
I did. Is it coming directly from inside the tavern?
It's actually coming from away from the tavern, kind of traveling south. That road that kind of leads south.
I'll just follow my nose.
All right, so you follow your nose, kind of pushing through the crowd a little bit.
I'm looking to see if anybody's followed us.
Make a perception check.
I want to
Yeah,
check.
can't.
Make sure.
Things.
Yeah, my things.
Yeah.
my stuff.
Things.
I tried to steal a scarf from Sylvie
Try and still
using mage hand.
make a sleight of hand check. Or actually, this is going to be an Arcana check with Mage Hand.
That's not a fun switch. It's a 12.
15.
15%.
Oh no!
Mage Hand reaches out and grabs onto the scarf. However, Sylvie's just too quick. As she sees it, she swats Mage Hand out of the air and grabs it.
Which one of you did it?
Not me, I don't have one of those hands.
It was the weasel.
I trust him. I don't trust you. What do you want with this?
My magic would have worked.
Ooh. What are you doing? You don't need this.
Come on now, we got a prairie dog to find. Come on.
We need to blindfold him when we see her.
No, that might do other things for him.
Oh.
You are a fiend. An absolute fiend, and I won't have it.
Like I grew up in the streets. Right?
In the street.
I grew up in the streets. I've seen some stuff.
Can't have it. Don't try and take it. This is how I can find her.
Okay.
If
Come
I
on, quit
lose it, I
playing
can't
around. We gotta
her.
find her. We gotta get, backstage passes.
Yeah,
Let's move them.
Let's find Paprika.
Cayenne.
Maybe if you're nice enough to her, she'll give it to you after the show.
I'll try.
Yeah, let's stay focused.
Bunch of vandals and this is a lot. This is a lot. Anyways, so you following your nose, it does lead you kind of down that south road, and somebody your perception check.
No, it was like a 7. It stunk.
7 stuck. Okay.
I mean, it was. Let's see, it was
Skunk
perception.
stunk.
It was it's a 7.
7. So yeah, it's kind of looking around. There's a lot of crowd. I mean, even though it's getting dark, there's still a lot of worn folk here. I mean, you're used to Riverwood Bend. You've never been to the bigger cities before. You've always heard tales of the amount of crowds, but this is making you a little uncomfortable. Bag, Alabaster Dagon, thank you.
Thank you.
You get a
Give me
D4.
one.
Yay! Thank you. I need it.
So yeah, you get a D4 to add to any roll of your choice. So as you look around, kind of checking through the crowd, the one thing does catch your attention. You see is one individual, there is this muskrat that's kind of shifting through the crowd a little bit. You see is all of a sudden he just kind of just falls. Like he runs into something and what was that? Looks around for a moment and stands up and kind of like pats himself off and then just scurries on away. But that's about the only thing that catches your attention.
Can I just sort of ease my way over to see maybe what he ran into?
Yeah. So you make your way over there and
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
make an investigation check.
Where do you go?
I don't know. Do we put a
13.
leash on him? He is kind of old.
Oh,
A 13.
Yeah.
So you make your way kind of back up to where he was. Look around. You check the ground. You see there's a lot of footprints here, a lot of boot prints. You see, you're just looking around and nothing essentially. And
Which
then all of
way
a
is
sudden
he?
you hear this thud, this loud. And you hear a, "Oi! What are you looking for there?" And you turn around and you see this huge bear towering over you, this town guard. As he looks down at you, he sees you're well armed. Some nice armor you got there.
Yeah, it's a guard in town. And
You're a guard in town, all right?
that's where I got my armor. And there was this, what's he up with? A weasel.
Still haven't answered my question.
What?
What are you doing dancing around in the streets for? Holding up traffic.
Alright, I'll get a move on, but I thought I saw something over here. Something shady. I don't know what it was.
Well, get along then.
Alright.
Kind of stamps a bit. No.
I'll
just continues.
Okay. So moving along.
Did you get in trouble?
yeah, what was that?
No, I saw it was a
Orin over there just bumped into something and fell down, but there's nothing there.
Remember, I told you they're invisible.
Visible weasels. I check
Yeah.
my belongings again.
I look for weasel prints.
All of your belongings seem to be fine. Make a survival check. All of your belongings seem there. Everything seems to be intact.
Hey, you got a D4.
The weasels look like they're.
Weasley!
Thanks a lot.
16.
Thank you.
Oh, and Tim!
Do we?
And Tim.
And Tim! Thank you,
And
Ray.
Riley. Everybody's
Hey.
Thank you, everyone.
Buffs.
Except for me, I already used mine.
So y'all get a D4 to use on
Already
the roll
used
of
mine.
your choice.
Thank you.
Except for you used yours.
The,
Sorry, 16?
Investigation.
Okay. What was your question?
do weasels look like they're powerful enough to apprehend the prairie dogs easily? I don't know.
You're traveling with one that
I
can
don't
turn
see
water
it.
to ice. Like
Yeah.
big giant chunks of water to ice.
Is he a regular? Is he a regular weasel?
It's not just
Make
an
a-
ordinary
make a-
He's a prairie weasel.
nature check. He's a prairie weasel. Make a nature check.
It's a 19 plus a what check?
Nature?
Minus 1, 18. Everything is minus 1.
18's still pretty good though. As a town guard, you familiarize yourself with a lot of different Warren folk and their different traits, the things that they could accomplish.
Savages.
Yeah, you gather that that as a weasel, he is not your average weasel by any stretch. He is definitely trained in arcane arts. Most weasels are smaller. However, groundhogs
Even
smaller. So potentially, if there were enough of them, possibly, probably, yes,
But they probably squeak a lot.
yes.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
did 16 investigation check. Looking around, kind of shifting around where you guys are at. As you, at this point, her nose has led you guys to a little side alley here. You look at the streets as best you can. You don't see. I mean, there's so many tracks mixed in here. As you look down below your feet, though, you don't notice weasel tracks. But you do notice, kind of in some of the dust near, there's like a couple of boards leaned up against one of the buildings here. You look around it, and it looks like something with some very tiny rodent-esque feet had been wandering around these boards in recent hours, because it's kind of, there's still bits in the mud and the sand where the paw prints are at.
We'll move the boards over.
Move the boards over, and there's nothing there, but it seems like maybe someone was looking for something here.
There might be something here. There's some prints. Look like prairie dog prints.
Got a couple of minutes?
We got a couple minutes.
Yeah. We can keep watch.
Detect magic.
Detect magic? Alright, so you take 10 minutes and cast Detect magic. It emanates out. Silly. You do pick up. You pick up some illusion magic coming from the crowd of people that's like shifting on the main road. At this point, the sun has set. There's a lot of torches lit, but there's still a lot of Warren folk out and about. Particularly at this point, you see as it's shifted from dogs and beavers and the like, and now it's shifted to more nocturnal animals. You see a lot of cats. You see a lot of raccoons. You see a few rabbits, kind of all shifting around in the crowd now, all coming out for their nightly work. And in the midst of all of them, there is a bit of illusion magic about the size of a weasel standing, and you see as it stands for a second, and as someone walks past, it just gently moves, and you see as one of these rabbits that's just kind of hopping along trying to get, he's like, out of the way, I'm in a hurry, oh shit! He just kind of crumbles to the ground, and you watch as that form drops to the ground and kind of starts scuttling around for a moment, and then stands up just straight as an arrow.
Follow me!
Follow you?
I'm in.
I found the invisible thief!
Oh, okay.
Get ready.
Alright.
I'm gonna grab it.
Okay. You gonna grab him.
Yeah,
Can I help?
maybe. You can try. I'm the only one that can see him though. Oh, no.
I guess as we walk over there, I'm going to get my glaive and hold it.
Alright, so you're gonna
Is that
get your
like-
blade
Just
ready?
hold it by my side like I need to just help me walk.
Yeah, I got you. So you like kind of prop up on it, make a performance check.
Throw dirt on him.
Two, okay.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
idea.
a 12. At least it
Okay,
was,
so,
at least it was.
so you're feigning your age here a little bit. So, however, as you all as you're all kind of shifting towards the crowd and getting in this like single file line, getting ready to follow her, you hear this voice just kind of, "Oh shit!" And immediately the magic turns around and begins to run. Like you see as it's shifting as fast as it can.
Crap! I think it knows we're following it.
Which way? Let's go!
Let's go!
As you take off running, you guys just like peel through the crowd, like kind of push through. Everybody make athletics checks for me as you guys try to like push through the crowd here and shift to the other side to follow this
Could
creature.
I, as we're running, grab some dirt and spit my hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can grab some dirt and spit in your hand. That's a bizarre thing to do.
Yeah, that's so weird. Why would you do that? Can I try to
what?
steal the scar?
It's like you're an animal. You said athletics?
Athletics?
Yes, athletics.
Okay.
I got a 10.
12.
12.
19.
10.
I gotta use my.
You gotta use your D4.
I also use mine.
What'd you get?
20, not natural.
Ooh.
11.
I'm an athlete.
All right.
I'm an athlete.
I've been waiting for you to say that.
That's collectively, that's high enough. As you all begin to push through, Sylvie, there's a moment where you kind of start to get lost in the crowd a bit, and Wesley reaches back and grabs you and begins to pull you on through. The rest of you just kind of muscle your way through the crowd until you push your way through to the other side, and you see that little illusion magic, this shifting. It shifts to like 20, 25 feet away from you, and suddenly you hear a familiar voice. Sylvie, I swear, it's not what it looks like!
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's what it looks
It
like.
ducks around behind a corner.
I want to take that
running.
mud and I want to throw it.
Make an attack roll.
Nice. Nice.
What were you gonna do, Bag?
Run at the voice.
You're running after it? Okay.
Yeah.
What do I add to it? Just dexterity?
Dexterity based attack, yeah.
Okay, 18.
18?
Nice.
It just smacks the
Hey!
It's technically invisible.
With disadvantage.
So it's
Or,
with
wait,
disadvantage.
detect magic? I know
Detect
what
magic,
it's
that's
called.
right. So
Yes.
thank you. So yeah, straight roll. So it spatters along it. You guys watch as this weaselly form just gets covered in mud and spit, and you as it runs around the corner, you hear, "What is this?" As it just keeps shifting around the way. You give chase.
I believe it's
You all kind of you shift around the corner, chasing after it, and you see as it gets stuck. There's this. It's come to a dead end here between these buildings. It's kind of shifting from side to side, and it turns around. You watch as
Jump on it.
you're gonna jump on it. Make a grapple check. It's gonna be an athletics check for me.
You agreed you weren't going to steal anymore. You lied to me.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Natural one. So as
Oh my
you,
gosh.
you see the
Big
muddy
cry.
creature, you hear as it goes, wait, and you just tackle the thing and to the ground, and you begin to like wrestle with it for a moment, and then finally you see as it comes to form, and you see this weasel, this kind of scraggly looking weasel. Like Wesley's very well to do. His fur is very like silky smooth, nice robes, very well kept. This one not so much.
Ratty.
It is very ratty looking. It's got like these wiry little whiskers. The tail is it's not as long as a weasel's tail should be. It looks like it got cut off at some point. Like half of it was cut off. You notice that. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for the subscription, Wraith.
Yeah.
You're amazing. You're wonderful. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight.
The fish.
So as you tackle it, it kind of comes to. You see as like its eyes are just kind of like jittering. It looks like it's just. It looks over towards you. You recognize this is Mish. As it looks at you, it's like, come on, Sylvie, have a heart.
Where's Paprika? The pig, the prairie dog.
You giving me mixed signals? Is it a pig or is it a prairie dog?
It's a prairie dog. Where is she?
Where?
She sings.
Why, I mean, I've seen a prairie dog, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a prairie dog. Me and Dweezil, we did. Well, Dweezil did. I didn't. It's not what it looks like.
You said you weren't going to steal anymore.
We're not stealing. We're doing services now. It's different.
What kind of services? Who hired you?
Well, you'd have to talk to Dweezil. You know I don't come up with a plan.
Sylvie, do you know this week?
Yeah, they stole from me. They're the ones that stole.
We gave it back, though.
They
Gave
did.
it all back.
After
I
you beat
swear.
him up.
Yeah,
And have you stole since then?
I almost killed them.
No, we have exchanged for services rendered.
Who
Were
hired?
the people you exchanged
I
with,
guess
were
we
they
had to talk to
voluntarily
Dweezil.
exchanging?
Well, you'd have to talk to Dweezil. He's the one that deals with all the business. I just do what I'm told.
Take us to Dweezil.
How'd you turn invisible?
Well,
How'd you turn invisible?
it's complicated. That's a secret. It's a trade secret.
Squeeze him a little tighter.
Make an intimidation check.
19. Natural.
It's the ring! It's the ring! You can have it! As he like extends his hand, you notice he's got this little, silver ring, like sterling silver ring around his finger, and at the very top of it there is this crystal clear gem. It's not a diamond; it's just like a crystal. It's almost like glass, but the gem itself is cracked.
I'm gonna take the ring and let him go.
You take the ring from him. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it to Dweezil. Miss Sylvie, it's good to see you again, but I promise it's not what it looks like. It's it's the same old place. We didn't really move. Really ain't got no money to move, but just follow me. She kind of wanders over. You see as he walks past you all and shifts to that out, like where that T-joint was, where he took a left, and he kind of looks across the way and he looks back behind him. Damn it! I knew it was a right. And he shifts on down the other direction at this T-junction, and he comes over and you see there's this grate here, and he reaches down and he picks it up, kind of shifts it over to the side, and there's a ladder that kind of leads down into the sewers below. Come on.
If I catch you again, I'm gonna turn you into the bears. I let you go last time.
Listen, I swear, it's not what you think it is. We're doing services. It's complicated. Like I said, I don't really understand it all, but I know that I work, and then I take. And then I work, and then I take the fees.
Do you work for a red fox?
No, we haven't done any service for a red fox. Not lately, at least.
No, for dealing with Robin Hood.
It's a very fair question.
Thanks.
So he kind of like leads you down the tunnels here.
I've never met him.
Do you still got? No, you said you let him go.
Yeah, but I took his ring.
All right.
I want to go in. He needs such a good intimidation check. I'd really him to, but I'm gonna go up there to him and tell him, grab him by the scruff of his weasel neck or whatever you do.
Okay,
Yeah.
you just kind of
Like
like
a
hold on
cat.
to him.
Yeah, and tell him,
Scruff.
you better not be leading this into a trap, otherwise you won't have to worry about any type of payment.
I promises, no traps promises.
Get him, Tim.
Mace don't lie. Mace don't lie. All right, I don't. That's the thing. I steal, but I don't lie. I won't even lie about stealing. We're not stealing. We're exchanging for services rendered. That's what Dweezil says.
I think somebody's led you astray.
I think you're being fooled there, bud.
I hope not. Dweezil saw. No. You talk to Dweezil. He'll sort this mess out. As he kind of like leads you down the ladder. You drop down into the sewers below, and you notice here the sewers are quite nice, actually. They've got little like cobblestone walkways alongside the river. The river just flows, carrying all the sewage and waste down with it, probably into those Shimmerstone caverns, which is why there's so much trash there whenever you were exploring the pools and whatnot. He kind of walks you down a series of corners and twists and turns until eventually you come to this large crack in the wall here. And there's a little bit of glow coming from inside, like a little firelight glow. And Mish just kind of like steps inside, crawling through the crack a little bit. And most of you have to squeeze. Wesley, you have no issue. Just squeeze light through. The rest of you just have to like suck in and just really squeeze to get into the other side. As you enter in, you notice there's this little like 15 by 15 foot cave here that has been hollowed out. There's a couple of crates and barrels, a lot of empty bottles, a lot of empty flagons, empty flasks. You see a pile of empty tiny bags, coin purses, and satchels. And you see is towards the back, there's this little hammocks set up, like one on top, one on bottom. And you see sitting on the bottom one, you recognize this weasel. Sylvie, this is Dweezil. Dweezil the weasel. As he's got like shifting through a small coin purse, and he looks up at Mish, and he looks over to you. Oh, Miss Sylvie. Well,
What you
welcome
doing,
back.
Dweezil?
Well, nothing at all. It's just.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure Meech was out here stealing again.
Mish, what'd you tell her? Mish, I told her we're doing services rendered, like fees for services rendered. It's not stealing. It's exactly the correct answer. It's exactly the correct answer. We're not stealing. I promise.
Who hired you?
Nobody.
Liar.
I swear. Listen, it's not a saying. It's kind of like taxes, right? So we go up and we collect fees from the good, fine folk of Twins Pass, and then once we collect these fees, we do things for them. They don't see these things. Sometimes they don't even know about these things, but we do them for them. Say,
What kind of things?
well, like the other day, we went. There was this guy. This little. He was a little raccoon, and his shutter was falling off the windows off the side of his house. So we fixed them for him, and then we went and collected more than a couple of silver, but it was adequate fare for the services rendered. Oh, tell her about the yarn ball we found for that cat. Shh. Mish, please be quiet. Let me do the talking.
But you're not asking these people if they even want those things done. What if they don't want them done?
What if he didn't even live there?
Yeah. What if they don't think the price is fair?
What?
Where's the prairie dog?
Do you know anything about a missing paprika?
The singer.
The singer.
I don't know anything about missing paprika.
Her name's
But I do know something about a prairie dog. I've seen a prairie dog, yeah. But listen, here's the thing. Sylvia, you know how this works, right? So if you want me to give you a little bit of information, you've always got to keep our little business on a hush hush. We don't want any bears coming down here looking for us.
Sure, we'll do that.
Make a deception check.
Ooh, I'm good at deception. 12.
What was the hype train?
Ooh, hype train.
Yeah.
Who's hype train?
Who's hype train?
Yes. What's a hype train?
What is that? Is that Twitch thing?
No idea.
Ooh, let's go.
It kind of looks at you and what was your check? Deception?
12.
A 12. You call me a liar? Come on, Sylvie. Listen.
You know
have
what
a
you're
heart.
doing's not honest.
Hit back.
Well, listen. I mean, the truth of the matter
You're
is,
still stealing.
well, I mean, yeah, it's fine. What are you two whispering around over there?
Bears. You know, like over there. Scared. Back a big old.
New shit. I think he's saying the new shit.
What are you two on about? Huh?
We don't want to scare them too bad. They'll run.
Yeah, she's right. We will run. We ran before.
Yeah, they ran before. How
We're
We're not
very
gonna get
fast.
far without this. And I hold up the invisibility ring.
Mace. What? You just gonna hurt me? He got me in a chokehold. Oh. Okay, fine. Fine. Well, that's pretty much does it, I guess.
Here's a gold.
You hand him a gold?
Yeah.
Takes-
It's good
Alright.
where it came from.
All right, so here's the thing. This little prairie dog, soar towards the riverbanks, the outlet. There's a big hole in one of the grates. Sora kind of leads out to it, pours into the main river there. If you just follow that, and he kind of gestures away and kind of gives you directions to lead you to it. I saw one on the banks there. Then I heard this loud, just kind of like, and when I turned around, she was gone. I thought she was following me, but I don't know. Anyway, she looked like she was looking for something. All of a sudden, she got spooked. Then she vanished.
What else is out here?
Water, spiders. There were some bandits, but Sylvie took care of that last time she was here. Mish just kind of, yeah, what he said.
I don't see any.
Anybody want some biscuits? You see as he reaches over and grabs this sack and he opens it up and there's a bunch of fairly freshly baked biscuits. It's the fee that we got from the baker, fixing her watermill.
I go up and take a
I
biscuit.
feel so dirty eating your biscuits.
No need to let biscuits
It's a very good
go to
biscuit.
There's no
Nice
need
and
to let
cozy.
biscuits go to
necessarily.
waste.
So
They're very delicious biscuits.
take a biscuit.
Fine,
And
I'll
then
take
take
a
two more and
biscuit.
put them in my pockets.
I'll eat it angrily.
I'll take one. And I also want to look for. Are there any chests
The
around
bins.
here? Anything that looks like they need keys to open down here?
Oh.
Oh.
Make a perception check.
Ooh.
Southern biscuits.
Not kitty biscuits. That's nasty.
Oh god.
I'd eat
We
it.
are animals.
Yeah, I'd eat it.
16. Okay. So with the 16, as
While I'm eating
you
my biscuit.
kind of look around, you don't notice any here. You do see a couple of opened boxes, like small boxes that look like it might fit, but you don't see one that fits the description that you're looking for.
Okay.
What else do you know, Mish?
Well, I know people have been going missing. That's not us, though. I promise. That ain't us. We don't deal with missing persons. Right? We never harm fly.
Any clue who does?
It's true.
Any competition?
Well, no, but now that you mention it, Dweezil, you said she was down around the entryway where the grate's broken open, right? Yeah, that's where I saw her. Huh. Well, I did see that rabbit that went missing. She was down there, like, dumping something off in the river. And then all of a sudden, that was the last place I saw her, at least. And I think that was right before she had her posters up around town.
We got a river.
She was real sweet.
River Snatcher.
Should we go set a trap?
It's good information.
I can see if I can sniff her out down there.
We can pretend to dump stuff and get
Or can make-
snatched ourselves.
Something.
Ooh,
To
who
watch
wants to
come
be
up.
bait?
I can make bait.
Bag.
I'll be bait. I'll do it. I'll be the bait. I'll be the bait. I'll do it. Okay, let's do it.
Good to be baked again.
Maybe we let Mish be bait. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to be bait. I mean, I'm really not good at it. I mean, look at me. I'm just scraggly. I'm like all skinny bone here. So he like takes his skin flaps and just kind of like pulls them out and jiggles them a bit.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No. You don't have to be bait. Got this.
Wonderful. I'm not good bait. I don't taste very good. I've tried.
Okay. It's time to
I think it's time to go. Yeah.
Precisely.
Dweezil just kind of.
You need to start asking those people, though.
Well, no, I mean, we can't do it anymore. Anyways, game's up. It's got our ring, and I'm not gonna ask for it back. Trust me. Have at it.
Smart move.
Why don't you just get a job?
That's an awful lot of work, ain't it?
Isn't
Nobody
this an
has
awful
to
lot of
work
work?
these days.
Kind of looks around at what he's doing. He's make a persuasion check. So like,
This
In this
pretty
economy.
sure that's the same thing you asked them last time.
Really? That's awesome. Let's go.
6.
6.
Oh, wait.
Sure. Yeah. We'll get a job. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna march right up there. We're gonna tell the bears, "Hey, I need a job." Seems like the proper thing to do. We're gonna go find folks of Twins Pass. Promise.
Good.
You could set up a fake hideout and collect on some of the reward from the bears. They don't know what you look like.
Maybe just do your business.
You see as his eyes
out
go
in the
wide, he
open.
looks at Mish, and Mish is like, that's 200 gold pieces. It's like a lot. You're a smart badger. I'd like to join the crew.
I've got my family, thank you.
Well, the job. Anyways, good luck finding your river Sasha, and if if you need something, you know to come find. We got your back.
Sure. Okay. Could use that ring if you don't want it.
He's got it.
Is Dweezil's.
I assume we're not getting that back.
He's talking about yours.
Dweezil's ring.
Oh, I don't have one. It's the only one we got. She took the other one.
Oh.
Oh.
That was the last one. Okay, maybe it is time to get a job. Okay. Have a good day. Enjoy the biscuits.
So, you all,
She took the other one.
you all shift your way out and follow the directions that he gave you. And sure enough, it does lead. It's kind of like winding through the sewers until eventually it does come to a cracked outlet where the water pours down into the river. There is a large portcullis here with, a large grate here with wrought iron posts. And you notice as they're kind of bent outwards, there's a very large hole in the center of them that's just kind of like bent out, like something broke out of them here.
Is that the way the water's flowing?
It is the way the water's flowing, yes. It seems like it's broke out of the sewers and into the river.
I'm gonna double check and make sure I have all my stuff sometimes rather than freaking stealing folks.
Darn
Just pat yourself down a little bit. Seems like everything's here.
Okay.
Weasel.
I just want an excuse to go whoop them.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go find this Snatcher.
Yeah.
Here's my plan.
All right.
We hide. I can make a little fake thing on the beach, little critter, and we can see what comes out.
Okay.
How do y'all like about that?
Sounds
think that's
pretty
a good
fine.
idea.
About what time is it right now?
Cats.
At this point, the sun has gone down. It is a bit dark.
So we're working late.
You're working late. It's probably by the time you guys got here, it's like 8ish, 8 or 9ish, maybe. So.
How about a nice
Comes out of
juicy
the-
capybara?
What about the carbuncle?
That'd be interesting.
Uh-huh. Use the carbuncle as bait. I like
fake
it.
one.
A fake.
So does it come out of like a? I'm trying to picture the surroundings. Does it come out of a wall or come from?
You talking about the waterway here?
Yeah.
It's essentially the way the sewers work. There's an outlet from the river that kind of cuts underneath the city, and that's what they use as their sewer network. You see, it's just kind of a series of tunnels beneath the city itself, with water kind of cutting between two stone pathways, and it pours out, just empties out into the main portion of the river,
Okay.
kind of towards the south side of town.
And so if you were looking from the river back, you would see this busted open
you would see
grave.
this.
And how high above the
As you
beach
step,
or land?
as you
does it
step
dip?
out, that's a good point. As you kind of like look outside of the grave, you find yourself underneath one of the main bridges. This is the bridge on the south side of town that leads over and travels back toward Riverwood Bend. Essentially, this section of the water here, this channel of water that pours into the river, pours into the Shimmerstone Creek from beneath this bridge. As you look up, the bridge is a solid 20 feet above your head. There is a stone, essentially like a stone outcropping that leads up alongside the riverbanks, leads up about 10 to 15 feet on either side of the bridge to the hills and the town.
Do we see anybody up there on the bridge?
Make a perception check.
What you looking for?
I just want to see if there's somebody that's going to
Witnesses.
Yeah, we're going to go and give us grief for.
Here's some guidance. Use it well.
So that's a dirty 20 plus 2.
What you using?
22. So, as you kind of poke your head out, you look around, you can't see what's on top of the bridge here. I mean, you're directly underneath it. The bridge is probably 20 to 30 feet across. It's a huge stone bridge. You do hear the occasional like wheels kind of going over. You notice something though with a 22. As you're kind of looking around, you see on the other side of the river, where the stones kind of lead up to the bottom of the bridge, there is this little bit of shadow, and you notice something flicker up there, like two little shimmering eyes maybe. And then you hear this, help!
Folks, someone's in need of help on the other side of the river, up underneath the bridge. Don't give us away.
I point and message and say, "Are you Paprika?"
You hear as the voice kind of speaks back, how are you doing that?
Weird Al, are you Paprika?
Yeah, a paprika.
It's Paprika. Come on, let's go. How are we doing this?
Okay.
Alright.
Who did this to you?
I'm hiding
From what?
from that. You see as this tiny little ground haram points out from behind the rocks where she's hiding. You all turn around behind you and you see something shifting in the sewer water in your direction.
Oh, no.
You see as it kind of rises up out, these two big yellow eyes, this green slimy hide.
I burrowed.
It's all stone here. It's all stone here, no burrowing. As it shifts up, you see the largest frog you have ever seen lift up out of the water. And it just kind of looks towards each of you.
Hunter's favorite creature.
We're going to take a quick break. Before we get back, we're going to be rolling initiative. Oh, no. So, for those of you still watching, thank you for the subs, for the cheers. Thank you guys so very much for all the rewards. We really appreciate it. These guys, I'm sure, really appreciate the D4s that you guys gave them.
1,000,000%.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Stick around in the chat. We're going to be talking during the break. We're back. So, as you all, as Paprika says this to you, like whispers this back to you through your message bag, she points behind you as he's swimming up through the ducts behind you, popping up out of the water, leaping in your direction is this massive bullfrog, probably 12 feet long and standing about 6 to 7 feet high. I need everyone to go ahead and roll.
Oh my god.
How far
We're
away
eating
is it?
frog legs tonight.
Got it.
Jackass.
Jackass.
How far away is it?
How far away is it?
Yeah.
It's not far from you. Maybe probably about 15 feet, because it was able to stealth up on you guys since you weren't looking for it.
Stupid frog.
All right, 25 to 20.
I think I got a 26.
Oh,
Damn.
26. All right.
Yes.
So we got Wiley at the top of the pack. 20 to 15.
19.
16.
Damn. All right.
I've got 11, but I think I want to use my ambush maneuver.
Your ambush maneuver. All right.
So
I
it's
don't think I spelled this right.
D10
So sorry.
to my roll.
Is it a D10 or is it a
It's just a
D8?
Y.
I think
It's
so.
a maneuver die,
That's just
right?
how
Yeah.
It should be a D8.
It's
die.
D8, okay.
Yeah.
Let's-
I think.
What is
Double
it?
check it. Double check it for me. Can somebody grab the
Let's see,
player
it's
handbook?
D8, you're right.
Yeah, I was say, I think it was a maneuver
You're
die
right.
D8.
This
Sorry.
is how I'm spelling your name.
So you can use that. Go ahead and use that then. Roll.
Come on.
8 plus 11 is 19.
19. All right.
What's
So
your,
back,
what's your
so
dex?
back, you're gonna beat him, I think. So it's gonna be Wiley, then Bag, followed by Tim with a very good ambush roll, followed by Wesley. What you got, Sylvie?
10.
That's gonna be the giant frog next,
Okay.
followed by Sylvie.
Pulling up the rear.
This giant frog rolled a
That's a
15.
good thing.
Can't see
Top
me
of the
behind
round,
Wiley's.
Wiley.
Oh.
You hear as she gives you guys a heads up, this creature is about to just pull itself and just jump out of the water. You can see as it's getting its back legs ready to leap in your direction.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm gonna go up and smack it.
Smack it.
Smack it.
Smack
All right,
Smack it.
so you're gonna shift underneath the bridge here, kind of going back down the tunnel.
Smack it.
For those of you watching, I didn't have a great sewer map leading to the outside world, so we're gonna pretend they're under that road. Theater of the mind.
Like pretend.
So what was your attack roll?
19 plus 5.
19 plus 5 hits.
Alright, let's see. D8. Whoa, that's max damage. What is that? That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Dang, 15 points of damage.
Nice.
All right, so very nice, Wiley. As you strike the creature,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not again.
as you hit it with your staff, there's this sticky slime on the back of it as you hit,
No.
and you watch as this secretion just kind of oozes down onto you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yep.
Oh, it's sticky.
I didn't learn my lesson. Yep. That is. That's a 2.
Oh no.
That's a 2.
Yep, for Constitution.
No good.
All right, so
So,
you're gonna take 2 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
As this strange sticky secretion kind of falls off its back, and as it hits you, it begins to burn. And you notice as you look at this creature, its eyes are kind of discolored as you get a closer look at it. It's got this kind of pale blue look to its eyes. You see these little bits of greenish steam kind of pulling out of its eyelids.
Well, I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna swack it again.
Make another attack roll.
I know I shouldn't.
I'm gonna strike it.
Yep, I shouldn't have did that. Natural 1 ring and a miss.
All right, so this time, first time you smack this creature hard in the face, it hits it so hard that it kind of knocks it over on its belly. It has to roll back over. You try to take advantage. You swing down, but it shifts just out of the way, and you kind of crack your stick into the water.
Okay. And then I'm gonna tell my party, this thing, it's got some secretions or something. It burns like the mushrooms did.
Ooh.
Well, think it was the mushrooms. Anyways, it burns.
It burns.
The mushroom.
Oh no.
All right, so that ends your turn.
Yep, that is my.
You're
How
up.
much movement did that take?
That took about 20 feet.
All right, I want
No,
to
15 feet. Sorry.
I want to continue. I want to do my schwacks, and then I want to keep moving.
Keep moving. Where you headed? Kind of behind it, or because you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just want to get to the other side of it. All right. So you're gonna kind of like get to where you can flank it, essentially.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, that's it.
Does it take an action to dip my weapon in poison?
It does take an action to dip your weapon in poison.
I'll dip the tip of my whip
The tip of your whip.
in poison. Will that work?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
It does
And-
slashing damage, right? So why not? Yeah, sure. You're gonna, yeah, just
Slashing?
go for it. Yeah, you can open it up.
I'm gonna do that, and then I will move straight across, like towards this side of the screen, across its face, and kind of get on the other side to split up a bit. Yeah, like that.
Like that. All right. Still got a bonus action if you want to use it.
No, I don't think I do.
Okay. End your turn.
That's it.
Tim, you're up.
Hand axes out.
All right.
Hit the max.
Charge up to him.
Swing that ass.
Go for it.
And it is going to be a menacing attack. One of them.
Wraith PR, behave yourself. I see you. Crack me up with that.
Oh, God. 2 plus
What was it? 2 plus?
2 plus 5, so that's a
7. So the first hand axe, you swing forward, the creature kind of shifts out of the way. It does miss. Next attack, you still got a bonus action offhand strike.
other one.
Oh. It's a jumper.
That's a 14 plus 5.
19? 19 hits. Roll damage.
That's 6 points of damage.
All right. Do you get anything from your ambush?
Yes. I get to add a
Should be a D8.
D8. So that's 6.
Nice.
And they need to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
DC 13.
All right. DC 13. That's going to be a 14 natural. Yeah, so it's going to succeed. So the first strike misses. The second one, you kind of come up and just cut the creature into the belly. You do feel, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As you hit it, that secretion just kind of oozes out from the skin onto you.
Yeah, natural 2 plus.
Natural 2?
Something low.
You're going to take 6 points of acid damage.
Oh no.
God, that sounds strong shit.
Oh, frick. Are we still exhausted?
Yep.
Oh shoot! What does that mean?
Shoot.
What does that mean?
Is that
That means
Just
that both
ability
of you-
checks.
Just ability checks, so you're fine.
I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
All
It'll
day
take a
until
long
we
rest.
sleep.
I think I use my action surge.
Action surge?
Oh,
Go for it. Yeah, you
He's
got
got
action surge. Go for it, man.
Actions.
Get him.
full sending.
That's 18 plus.
Oh, yeah.
There you
Come
go.
on, then. Let's go, Tim.
Yeah,
We're
Mr.
flanking
Strong.
it, so you can roll twice.
Oh, you do have advantage. This is good.
Got
Uh,
advantage.
Crit.
For the crit.
Alright, so that's. Okay. Nope.
Oh.
Do you need me to roll my damage
First
caliber?
one.
I wasn't
Yeah.
confident in it.
He was.
5 plus 3.
So 8. Nice.
Damn.
And
I'm not
is
gonna get to hit
the.
this thing.
I know.
Let's see, is that just per. For some reason I thought that was per.
I learned from last week.
I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
So when I hit with a weapon attack,
What you did.
so has he got to make another wisdom save?
If you want to use it again. It's
Yes.
just you can. So what
You
is
get 2.
what is it that you're using?
The menacing attack?
Menacing attack.
Yeah, it doesn't say that.
How
I
many
can't-
how many
How many
superiority
times per
die do you
day?
have? You've used 2.
Yeah, I've got like 4.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you got a superiority dice anytime you attack.
Keep using it. Yep.
So what, you want to force it to make a wisdom save again?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
This time it's a 12.
Okay, so it had to make it 13, so it's now frightened.
It's frightened by you. All right.
Oh,
Nice.
Billy is
It makes sense, because after you plug into it a couple of times, that only makes sense. See what frightened does to it.
Oh, and then I also get to add the D8 to it. Yeah.
Superiority die.
So on top of that, here's the superiority die.
All right.
Damn.
8.
Damn, son.
All right. 10.
Rare form tonight.
So
real.
the first swing misses, the second swing you just cleave into it. I need to make a con save though. You go again. You kind of take that right hand and you strike it again. This time you just cleave into its right leg. You hit it so hard with the impact you feel as you sever tendons all the way down to the joints.
That's 17 plus 5.
17 plus 5, that succeeds. You don't take any damage. As you hit it, just kind of
Nice.
sink through. This time you're on the lookout for the acid. You kind of pull back from it. The creature, you see as it kind of, you see as its mouth opens, the tongue kind of lolls out, it starts to try and back away from you.
I just want to move sideways around it so I'm not in front of the tongue.
All right, kind of shifting, staying within an attack range,
Yeah.
and shifting out of space. All right, nice, very good round, Tim. Wesley, you're up.
So he gets this book. I didn't bring my little one today, so we're gonna use this. Gets to the ground and slams his hand on the ground and casts Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on it.
Okay.
Okay.
How does that work? Because it's in the water.
Oh, it's in the water?
It is in the water.
It says you choose a 5-foot square unoccupied space on the ground that you can see within range, so it probably wouldn't work if it's on the water.
How does it make the attack though? It says
Medium hand, is that what you mean?
Yep.
Made from compacted soil, rises there and reaches for one creature you can see within 5 feet of it.
There we go. That's what it is. So it's in the water, but it is within 5 feet of the ground. So you can do that in fact. So
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
you slapped it. Yep. So you cast a spell. The hand kind of curls up with a thumb, mind you, and it reaches forward. Go ahead and make the attack roll for it.
It's a strength saving
Strength
throw.
saving throw.
Mhm.
All right, and it has. I think it's. Hold up.
It's probably strong.
Disadvantage
Yeah, I
on.
know.
No, it's not saving throws. It's just checks.
For frightened.
It is strong, but it's not going to save it with a natural 4.
Ooh.
Maximilian's Earthen Grasp grabs hold of the creature's back leg and just holds tight. Good old damage.
2d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained for the duration.
Nice.
7 damage.
Damage.
Crushes it with a thumb.
Squeaks like a squeak.
Thumb specifically.
Comes crashing down.
All right, very nice. 7
Take
points.
a look at Wiley.
70 points.
Anything else, Wesley?
I think that's it. From there. Yeah.
Alright. That is going to end your turn. The creature is frightened. It is restrained, so it definitely has disadvantage on its attack rolls. It's going for the one. However, it's going for the source of its fear. First one's a natural 20. That's with disadvantage. The second one, Tim, is as its tongue kind of flies out in your direction. That's going to be a natural 19. Or, sorry, not natural 19, just total 19.
Yeah, hits.
Alright, so.
Because the blade is still even if the stupid thing was still going, it would be a match. So I'm
Alright.
sure the wood barnacle thing is gone.
What's that?
The carbuncle thing is gone.
Oh yeah, that's long gone. That's long gone.
It's
So
okay.
as it extends its tongue out and kind of grabs onto you, you're gonna take. You're gonna take take 13 points bludgeoning damage.
Yo!
And as the tongue slams into you, you feel it's like really, it's very rigid as it kind of slams into you, sticks. It pulls you in close. It's gonna make a second attack to try and bite you.
Oh no.
No.
This time it's gonna be a 17. That's gonna miss you with your plate mail, I think.
Yeah.
As the
Yes.
chomp just kind of like slams down and tries to get a hold of you, it cannot bite through your plate mail. Sylvie, you're up.
Oh, no. I'm gonna run to Tim. Come on, you gotta get up. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Alright, so
We can.
shift over behind Tim and cast Cure Wounds.
We'll do it at first level. Hey, let's go. 9 points.
Thank you.
Okay. So you run forward and you grab Tim and you like place your hands on him as he is stuck to this tongue.
Oh, that's nasty. You're gonna want to take a bath after that. And then bonus action, I'll cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Gotcha. Top of the round, Wiley.
Oh, he's back to me.
Kiss back to you.
You're back, baby.
How's this froggy friend looking?
Y'all need to quit.
Oh no! What
Stop that. Shame on you.
That's good.
Sorry, Wiley. I got very I saw it out of the corner of my eye and it got me real
Oh
bad.
my god. I'm gonna have to go back and see what chaos is happening.
So you're looking at the creature. So how's it looking?
Yeah, how's it looking?
It's still looking. It's writhing around. It's got a lot of energy. It's about to take a bite out of Tim. It's hard to tell.
Get his tongue off of me.
I can't let that happen.
The
Make an
tongue.
attack roll.
Smack the tongue.
Okay, that's an 18 plus 5.
Nice.
That'll hit.
Alright. Oh. Ooh, okay. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
15.
All right.
Points of damage.
You should make a con save.
Yep.
I get it.
Oh. That's a 10.
Failure.
Yep.
So as
Damn.
you strike up against it again, you splash that slime and kind of it gets on your hands and a bit on your face. It begins to burn. You're gonna take 4 points of acid
Okay,
damage
that's not so bad.
as you strike it again. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Bag, you're up.
Would I have made that with advantage?
Yeah, you would have made that with advantage. Go for the
Okay,
crit.
let me just go for the crit real quick. Nope.
Let's try.
Bag, what you got?
I'm gonna step out from around the corner,
The effort.
take a step up, get within 10 feet of it, and try to whip it in the eye.
All right. So you kind of pivot around Sylvie. Make an attack roll. You do have advantage. Ooh, no, you got to be within 5 feet for it for the melee. Wait, hang on. Let me see that. Let me see real fast.
Why is it advantage? Because it's restrained.
No, because yeah, it's restrained. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
fine. You're fine. The attack.
Thank God
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
knew
good
that.
point. It's restrained. I was thinking about the the flanking, but you're right.
Oh, okay.
Damn. It's a 12.
12 to hit. 12
With
hits.
advantage?
Oh,
shoot.
yes, with advantage.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
that's-
not good.
He's a big pile of blubber, a lot of blubber and skin.
It's 5 points of damage, and he needs to make a con save.
Nice. So you have for the poison, right?
That's right.
Natural 3.
Yes.
Poison damage.
12 points of poison damage.
Nice.
One of those was a max.
Okay.
All right. Woo, y'all. All right.
Lady.
So the whip kind of like flies out, strikes this creature across the face. You see as it goes kind of across the eye. One of the eyes just kind of pops out with the crack of the whip.
Yes.
As you strike it so hard in the face, it just kind of
You
starts
lost
kind of like
something.
making this gurgling sound. So yeah, very well. Nice hit.
I call that eyeball! And I step back to where I originally was.
All right, so kind of pivot back behind Silver.
Sorry, the other way, before I
way?
moved the first time. Yeah.
I got you. All right, Tim. You are
What's my
currently
frightened
grappled.
do to it?
What's that?
What's my frightened do to
It
it?
has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay. Alright, so do I have advantage on my attack roll?
You do indeed.
Alright, let's swing an axe at it.
Go, Timmy, Tim.
That's
Tiny Tim.
11 plus 5, 16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. That's 5 plus 3 is 8.
All right.
Nice.
Noise.
And that's sort of sad. That's an 8 and 5 is 13.
It is.
Second attack.
13 hits.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have a high AC.
He's a squishy frog.
That's 4 points.
4 points. All right. Nice.
And then.
So when the creature pulls you close, you just start swinging away on it, just like hacking at it. Oh, need to make 2 con saves. Sorry.
How does this look? Do I do my bonus action or my con save? My con save.
Con save first.
Come on.
That's not good. It's a 9 plus 5 is 14.
14 succeeds on the first one. Make another one.
Yes.
18 plus.
Yeah, both succeed. So you not take the acid damage as you carve into him, the acid kind of hitting your armor, not getting to your skin.
How
So
did he look?
it's hard to tell from the front of it.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all wailing on him pretty hard,
Yeah,
but
I
it's,
just
you would have to take action to really perceive
Okay.
how he's
Alright,
looking.
I've not
He's
used my
missing an
bonus.
eyeball.
He is missing an eyeball.
Yeah,
Back.
Where's a frog?
Anything else?
No.
Wesley,
Okay.
you have him with Maximilian's
Closes
looking
his
grass.
book. Can't just pause. Makes the hand squeeze him tighter.
All right. How does that work?
2d6 of damage again.
Does he just take it?
He has to make another strength save.
Strength save. This time it's natural 19.
That succeeds, so it takes half damage.
Nice.
Takes 8, so it takes 4 half.
Nice. All right. So that you feel as you're grabbing, as you like clench your hands together, that earthen hand just breaks that back leg and it kind of drops into the ground a bit.
Nice.
Or into the water.
Yeah, I'll just shift around to on the land to the left.
Kind of this way.
Yeah, a little closer on land, I guess.
You would have to
Am
climb
I-
because it's like 15-foot embankments.
Oh.
Embankments all the way.
Is
to the
everyone
top.
else on the water?
Yeah, they're all on the water. Wiley and Bag both get a D4.
I
Hey!
didn't use my first one.
Thank you, Alvor.
And the creatures on water too?
Creatures in the water too, yeah.
Okay, then I will I'll
Just gotta get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Nice. Tim and Sylvie.
Tim.
Damn it, Savage!
You got a D4?
Awesome.
Where's Wes?
So Tim, this time it's gonna try and bite you.
Wes the guy.
Hey, you got it.
Waiting.
Excuse me.
TikTok.
So I guess that's everybody. Everybody's got a D4 right now.
Hey.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Thank you,
Here's my
chat.
last one.
They're probably gonna need it because I just rolled a 22 to hit Tim with this bite.
Oh my
Thank you, Chad.
fuck.
As he's got you and the tongue
you're
kind
gonna
of
be
pulls you
okay.
closer. This time it chomps down. You feel is like there's tons, like hundreds of 1-inch long teeth that dig in through the bit of your plate mail. You're going to take. Let me see what this is. You're gonna take 8 points of piercing damage. You guys watch as it lifts Tim in the air and swallows you whole. Tim, you suddenly feel as it lifts your feet off the ground after you're still hitting it, steady hitting it with your axes, and then it just and it just gobbles you whole.
Oh, yeah, well, I was a blood pool.
He was a hero who we
Died
missed.
as he lived.
Died as he lived.
With that, it's gonna take after it bites you and swallows you, it's gonna take that tongue, looks towards the one person it can see.
Oh, no.
It's gonna strike out at you. That's gonna be a 13 to hit.
No!
Is it disadvantage?
That was with disadvantage.
Oh no! Damn.
Yeah, it was a 15 and a 13. So you're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and it's going to pull you in as it kind of like grabs you with the tongue and just pulls you closer to it. It is your turn, Sylvie. You are grappled.
Thunder wave.
Oh shit!
Is that gonna hurt
take
Tim?
damage?
What's this 15 foot, right?
Yikes!
Wiley,
I'm about
make
to
a con save. Tim, make a con save.
All we is make a
Alright,
con
I'm about to
save.
Everybody make a con save.
You have a D4.
Yeah, okay.
You got a D4. You got a D4.
Alright.
The frog rolls a 12. No, 13. Sorry.
Oh, damn it.
No.
It's fine. It's a success.
I use my D4 on the frog.
Not the way the D4s work.
Look at that one, I'm a spellcaster.
So-
It's hard for me to use.
Alright. So,
6.
failure.
Oh no.
You're not, is that a D4?
I didn't roll it.
Okay,
I rolled a natural 1. It's like here.
Okay. Say no more.
Why would you roll?
Okay, that's a 13.
That succeeds.
Success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll thunderwave damage.
I did 15.
15 points, so reduced to
15 points.
I know.
How do you want to do this, Sylvie? Tim, you're gonna take 15 points of damage.
Oh no.
Sorry, Tim.
Nice. I'm gonna take 7.
But also, sorry.
I want to conjure up the thunder wave and get it to puke out Tim.
Alright.
Gut punch.
Yeah,
Are you
gut
still
punch.
up? Are you unconscious?
Yeah, I'm
You're
up.
still up?
Okay.
Because I know you've been hit a few times this round.
Yeah.
Whale.
If she has to heal me, I'll be down.
So
So sorry
You guys-
about this, Tim.
the creature like has you in its tongue. You see as it raises its head, the front legs come up, and it's about to go down to try and chomp you. You extend your hand forward and you touch it on the belly. There is this loud, explosive boom that echoes out. You shred through its belly fat. You watch as Tim, the creature rolls back. Tim goes flying out of his mouth. Just shoots out, goes skidding across the water past Wiley, and comes to a grinding halt, and then sinks down into the water.
Get him out.
All my fur is like blown.
You had a blowout.
What just happened?
I got really scared.
done.
Note to self, don't scare so.
We'll get thunder wave.
So, as you, the loud boom echoes out, you hear it just kind of boom, 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 all the way down the sewers. The creature just turns to bits, spatters all over the walls, all over the stonework, all into the water. There's intestines hanging out, there's fangs, you see the tongue kind of listing off to the side as it begins to float down the
Go try
waterway.
and catch it.
Yeah, I was going to. How'd you know?
It is a disgusting feature indeed, as this creature just gets exploded here.
Can I take some of the water and clean off my fur a little bit?
You go to
Yeah,
clean
yeah.
your fur off. You immediately go to wash your fur off, and you feel more sticky now as you look down. There's like bits of intestines between your paws.
So just a bit here, just a bit here.
Can I like see that she's doing this and
Yeah.
cast shape water to like draw the water out of the blood?
You may do that. You shift the water. You separate using shape water. You sift the water and the gunk and pull out some fresh water to wash Sylvie's face with.
Thanks,
You sit up.
I bring my head up above the water and go like that real quick to flick all the slime off of me. What just happened there?
I saved you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But what happened?
Are you alright? You got swallowed.
Did you see anybody else in there?
It was just dark. I was fixing to spray him. I didn't know what it would do, but I was going to spray him.
Oh god.
That would have been a great idea. More green smoke comes out of the frog's mouth.
So I'm glad that you got rid of him before, because
The panic
would have just come out of his mouth and hit whoever's in line.
It's a fair point, Bag. As this happens, you see sifting off the water here. There is a bit of green, like little bits of green steam that kind of sift upwards. Very similar to all the larger creatures that you guys have encountered. It seems like this creature was infected with withering.
Have I seen this before on the last creature?
You saw it on the last creature, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Big one.
make a history or make an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Just straight intelligence?
Yeah.
21.
21? Yeah, with a 21, you've studied a little bit in your arcane studies. You know a little bit about the withering, the way it infects creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially with the way that it impacted your father.
Mm-hmm.
So you've studied the impact that this has on people a bit. But this is not something you've seen before. You've not read it in studies. You've not seen it in studies. You've never seen it transform a creature into a monstrosity before. That's something new. You know that it can keep creatures alive. You know it makes them into like zombified type versions of themselves, but you've never seen it transfigure them and transform them into something more.
Is this common for you all?
No.
Can't say that it is.
I've never seen or read anything like this before.
Yes, this is the second time we've seen something like this.
We really need to find a library.
Yeah. First, we need to get her down.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way since I'm in the water over there to the other side of the bridge to look for paprika.
So as you shift your way across to the other side of the bridge, and I will bring this. We don't need the battle can.
Can I like move the hand to like help her up?
So, yeah. So as you shift across, she's kind of up high there. So like the
Oh.
embankment, like so, there's a rock embankment that leads up. She has buried herself behind some of the rocks at the top. She is not coming out. Tim, as you kind of climb to the top, and you make your way over to where you saw her, you see as she's huddled down. She's like buried down in this tiny little hole between some of the rocks.
It's alright, paprika.
She kind of takes a step forward, and as she enters into the light, you see this little groundhog. She's got these kind of like big brown eyes.
She's a
like,
fox.
what's that?
She's a fox. I'm a skunk.
So you see as she kind of steps out, she's got this really tan fur. She's wearing a kind of tattered, a little bit muddy sundress now. As she steps out, and you kind of like help her pull her to her feet as she makes her way down, and you all make your way back down to the riverside. She looks, I can't thank you all enough. You saved my life. The creature, it just waited. It kept swimming around, waiting on me to come back out.
Oh, did you see any others? There's some others that are missing.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
You just seen this one creature.
Just the one, yes. I hope. God, it was terrifying.
It's probably not good news for the other people that were missing.
Yeah, can
Now
I?
they're blown apart. Let's go look and
Yeah,
see if we find any traces.
Exactly. I want to look for bones of
Make an investigation check.
animals.
I want to hack its tongue off.
I'm gonna help you from afar. Whoever is better.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Gotta get a bigger box.
Just put them side by side, so if it jumps into
Yeah.
another box.
14.
Okay.
21.
23.
Nice. With a 14, you are able to kind of take out your short sword. You carefully cut the tongue out. You have to work yourself around the sludge and the bits of acid that's on it, but you do manage to carve it off. You have a giant toad tongue. Do with that as you will. You two.
Please don't actually.
Mine's
The way this chat's going right now.
Come on, guys.
The cat. Gosh.
The Muffin Man?
So you two, investigating the waters where you just slayed this creature, you sift around, you find bits of bone and debris, but at first you think it's all part of the frog itself, and then you find a small skull that resembles a rabbit's skull. As you reach down and you kind of pick it up, yeah, it looks like this thing is probably the culprit.
Horatio.
He didn't make it.
To live.
So at this point, Paprika kind of looks at all of you and, thank you so much. I'm sure if I take you back to my troop master, he'll reward you for my return.
What kind of reward do you think he'd give us?
I don't know, probably not gold, but he has other things.
What kind of other things?
Well, he has this staff. It's very special to him, and he uses it to do magic. And he always uses it to enhance performances, but I'm sure he'd be willing to let it go.
He'd be willing to part with the staff.
Most definitely.
Okay, maybe you can help talk him into it.
Absolutely. After all, you've saved my life here.
Oh, it was nothing, Paprika.
Thank you. And what were your names?
This
I'm
is,
Sylvie.
Wesley.
They're messing with you. We were hired by the
Sylvie!
They're trying to look cool.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were all quite cool.
Yeah.
I was really trying to look cool.
Name's
Thank you.
Wiley. This is Tim, my associate.
Timothy McPee.
And we're
Thank you,
seekers. All of us.
Seek and training.
And what was your name?
My dear. I'm Bag.
She. Oh. Extends her hand.
Are you acting? Are you acting now, bud?
She kind of pulls her. Dear. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you for saving me.
You have a show tomorrow.
Indeed.
We must get you home.
Make a charisma check for me real quick.
Ooh, it's gonna be really
That's
good.
deep.
13.
13.
Can I give it my D4? I'm not gonna use
You know, it's getting close to the end of the session. Sure, give me your D4.
Yeah. Whoa, 17.
Hey.
Thank you.
All right. Noted. So, she got a. You all lead her back. You shift your way kind of down the river at this point, not walking back through the sewers. You see up ahead there's like a stairway some 50, 60 feet down the river that leads back up into the town. You make your way through the water, kind of wading through the shallows and shift back up into the city streets. It is dark at this point. A lot of torches lit, a lot of lanterns. The traffic has now died down a little bit as it's getting close to probably 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Not nearly as many folks out and about. However, you do make your way back to the Riverside Plaza, where you see they've got their, they at this point have the stage set. the cart has been unfurled into this mat. I mean, the cart itself is probably 15 feet long by about 10 feet wide, and it has been unfurled into this massive, like 30 by 25 foot stage that has these large posts in the middle that kind of extend about 20 feet up into the air with ropes tying between the two of them. You see barrels, you see crates kind of stacked towards the back, as well as a couple of bullseyes that are sitting to the right-hand side of the stage. As you approach, you notice as climbing up the post, you see Salt and Pepper, one on either side, as they begin to kind of climb to the top of the posts. Basil kind of sees you coming with Paprika, and he, "Oh, thank the gods! Paprika, you have come back to us, my dear. How can I ever thank you, Sig? Oh, yes, I remember how I can thank you.
Yeah.
The reward, right. Rewards, first of all, VIP passes, backstage passes. Oh, he kind of takes Paprika, he pulls her in, and he hugs her, and he kisses her on both cheeks. Dear, you need to go drink your tea, go warm up your throat. I know, it's the show tomorrow night, but you need to practice, you need to rehearse. Are you okay, dear? Are you all right? Yes, you're fine. He kind of like pushes her along, and she just kind of like shifts back. As she shifts past him, she kind of, I'm fine, Basil, I promise everything's all right. These fine folk took quite the best care of me. She kind of like looks around at all of you, smiles a bit, and then she turns and just coyly shifts away.
Lingers on anyone.
Make a perception or an insight check.
Where is Cayenne? Where's Cayenne during all of this?
Make a perception check.
Where's Cayenne?
Where's Cayenne?
You said a perception?
Yeah. Or insight check, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, that might be good.
mine was 18.
No, it's not. 9.
9.
Yeah.
You tried to gauge, but her eyes move so quick and it's kind of dark, it's a little hard to tell. You have to like... So with an 18, you do notice as you look towards the back of the cart, there's like a little window on the back, and you see as the curtains are kind of pulled a little bit, and you see Cayenne's eyes kind of perking through.
I'll stand up a little taller.
Make a charisma check for me.
Oh, that is not my fault.
Some gunk on your glasses, that's why I couldn't see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
frog
add
gunk.
that D4 to it. Bam. Okay, that's
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you.
Charisma.
Charisma.
I got a 0. That is
Oh,
16.
16.
Okay.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Alright.
Can't take
As
this
you
man nowhere.
you puff your chest out a bit and you fix your cloak, and you see as you watch as Cayenne's, she's got that fan still, and it flutters for a moment, and then the curtains shut. Noted.
We got a raid!
Hey! Hello. Reality Break 20. You've come in at a very fun and awkward moment. Thank you guys for rating us so much. We are playing a Foxtail, which is a homebrew campaign. So yeah, thanks. Thank you so much for joining in. So, what are you doing? Anyways, wow. So you kind of puff out your chest. You put on a show, and then as the curtain kind of closes, Basil goes, What are you doing?
I'm gonna go over
What is
and
this?
poke his chest and try and deflate it.
It doesn't take much.
Oh, there it is. It's all in the belly.
Yeah. That's spike mail, plate mail, something mail. I'm a male.
Check on the thumbs.
So you all you see as Basil at this point. I suppose then there's nothing to do here. Take these, as he hands each of you small scrolls, one for each of you. When you come tomorrow, there will be Otto, our chauffeur, will be handling everything. You'll go see him. He will get you situated. He will take you backstage. He will get you all the drinks that your heart desires. We have even been certain to procure another cake for tomorrow night, just for the 5 of you.
Okay.
And this, as he takes the staff and he kind of shifts it. It's been in my family for a very long time. It's yours now. Take good care of it. As he hands over the staff of illusions. I will give you the notes on this staff later, but he will go on to tell you, be careful with that. It has energy. It recharges a bit each dawn. But if you use it too many times in one day, it's liable to lose its magic.
About how many times is too many?
Depends on the day.
Okay. Alright.
can work with that.
Does require attunement as well.
Okay.
So, well, we have much to prepare for now that Paprika is back with us. Ah, yes. The spice of life is back on. He turns around. Salt, pepper, join me in the caravan. He just shifts around. He watches they all kind of disappear behind the cart.
I need some soap and a room.
Yeah, me too.
Can you some rest?
Sleep.
Can we go to the market? I want to get some soap.
Do you think they're still
As you look around, all of the tents are shuttered. The markets are boarded up. It is like 10 o'clock at night now.
Yeah.
Trying to steal?
Huh?
I know a guy.
You know a lot of guys.
You know, 2 guys. Maybe the tavern will have some.
Mm-hmm. Any respectable tavern has soap.
Should. Let's go see.
Alright.
All right. So you all about face and make your way back to the main road, headed to the Riverside Tavern. And I think that is an excellent place for us to end tonight's session. As you guys make your way over, or excuse me, the Riversong Tavern. As you make your way to the Riversong, we're going to end it here, and we'll pick this up on Friday night, actually, so a little quicker than usual. So for those of you watching, thank you so much for joining in. We're going to stick around for a few minutes afterwards and chat, and then probably go raid somebody. So stick around, feel free to ask questions, feel free to chat for a few minutes with us, and we hope you've enjoyed this. And if you have enjoyed it, please join us again Friday night, 7:30, same time, same place, and we'd love to see you all there. Also, thank you so much. We reached our subscriber goal tonight. You guys are amazing. You're wonderful. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Y'all are the best. Like, this is, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is crazy. So this is wild. So thank you guys so very much for supporting us. Thank you guys for sticking around. We hope to see you Friday. Until then, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.